radio fans, and welcome back to another episode of Davey Mac's Tales from the Satellite. I'm your host, Bobby Cambrero, and joining me as always is the star of the program, the man who needs no special introduction. It's Eastside David McDonald.
Well, thank you, Robert. Yes, sir, indeed. Another fantastic Tales of the Satellite we are going to experience together, and we are doing a special Ron Bennington episode today, as I let the patrons know ahead of time. Of course, Ronnie B going through some physical stuff, battling the old cancer there, and we are giving him all of our prayers, all of our good energy, all of our well wishes, and he will overcome this. But we just thought, let's just cherry pick some fun conversations that necessarily wouldn't make for a full episode, but they were great, we say, Ron and Fez moments, and they beautifully exhibit Ronnie B's genius, quite frankly. He can be funny, he can be, he can be strong, he can be hysterical, he can be surreal, he can be silly. You see so many different sides, but each and every side, it's a masterclass in radio. And so that's what we've done today. We have some really fun little bits that it's going to make for a really fun episode of listening and enjoying the great Ron Bennington. I'm very excited to be doing this, Robert.
Absolutely. If I may just comment on what you said, one thing I think Ron did beautifully was he was able to do all those things and do it in a way that the guys who liked angry Ron didn't find silly Ron enough to put off the show. They still entertained regardless of what facet of Ron across the board, which you don't see with a lot of people.
Absolutely. Many sides, many different ways of just broadcasting, of just mixing it up on the radio, and that really is a special talent. So it's really something to behold, honestly. He's so many people's favorite radio personality. Of course, Ron and Fez are, it's the best show of all time. And both guys are geniuses. The late, great Fez Whatley was, absolutely amazing. Can't really have better chemistry than around Fez. And Ronnie B, holy mackerel. I mean, he might be the best radio comedian, I would say, ever.
In my book, best radio personality of all time. I mean,
not to throw shade at like a Howard Stern, but as we know, he had a lot of one-liners and stuff written for him by Jackie Martling. Not all of them. I want the Howard Stern fans all mad. And, as I've said many times before, I was a Imus fan, a Stern fan, a Rambling with Gambling fan, Mike and the Mad Dog, Chris Russo, Mike Francesa fan, and all these different radio shows that I absolutely love. I fell in love with radio at a very young age, but Ronnie B, I think, is the best of them all.
Absolutely. And I agree. I don't want the Stern shade, but I think it's funny you picked him as a comparison, because truly what he tried to transition to later in his career is what Ron was doing at the height of his, where he had the silly, not shock jock, but just fun radio show. And then at the same time was doing these ridiculously deep interviews with comedians where he was getting the hardest, the meanest, toughest guys in New York comedy to cry and be intimate, and truly a human Swiss Army knife of radio. That role you wanted to put him in, and certainly inspired me to want to really pursue this, and I know helped you and carried you through some dark times as well.
Well, yeah, and proof that you don't, Ron did not graduate or go to college, and proof that with all due respect, the college diploma is probably meaningless. I mean, he's an extremely intelligent person, and that's why he's able to talk to anyone, do absolutely the best interviews. Whether it's Quentin Tarantino, I always loved his interviews with directors. We got Sidney Pollack in there, who's a fantastic director. The great George Romero, of course, famous horror director. Those were amongst my favorite. But of course, talking to celebrity chefs, talking to authors. I mean, that's a real special talent. Like for instance, another radio show that I liked back in the day was Car Talk. And I am not a gearhead. I'm not someone who is into automobiles. I use a car to drive my ass from my house to 7-Eleven to buy some Polly-O string cheese and Slurpees. That's all I use it for. But I loved that show. Well, similarly, I wouldn't say I'm a foodie necessarily. But when Ron talked to, say, Anthony Bourdain or any of these great chefs, the interviews were phenomenal. and so that's a real talent when you realize, like, you don't have to be interested in the topic. Just tune into the show. When you believe in a person, just tune into the show, because they're going to be interesting at the very least and highly entertaining at most.
My roommate in college used to joke, he's the guy who got me into Ron and Vez, that Ron was terrible when he did interviews for people with ADHD, because whatever the person did that he was interviewing, all of a sudden you wanted to pursue now because he made it that interesting.
Right.
So like if it was a chef, all of a sudden now I'm in the kitchen trying to bake spaghetti, or if it's, an author, I think I can write a book or a poem. You know what I mean? He has a set.
Oh, no.
Clipping.
I agree with you. I can absolutely say that to do Ron's shows, they must have benefited people, because I had not, I'm just saying this, I really hadn't really heard of Anthony Bourdain or Mario Batali or, one of these chefs. And after the interview, I would always tune into their shows. No reservations or whatever. I would always watch. Like, he would get you interested in the person. Completely beneficial to be interviewed by Ronnie B.
Absolutely. I mean, honestly, so he was in an era where Raw Dog would play on Fridays new CDs, for like in the height of Ron and Vez, and if they had the guest on whose album was debuting, I knew it was going to be good.
Mm-hmm.
And it found out later in life it was mainly because Ron made the person so likable that you almost wanted to laugh at their jokes. He did the hard work for the guy or girl.
Yeah, I wonder to this day, he's still rocking with the unmasks, and those are always classics. And I wonder the impact on, the comedians, since aren't the comedians on Spotify these days?
They're everywhere. It's really...
I guarantee you, he is responsible for a big uptick in a lot of people's, views, listens, downloads, etc.
Honestly, I think he's impactful beyond that comedy. Just like he going behind and having those hardcore interviews with people, teaching people how to get into comedy. Like, I learned how you start doing stand-up from Jim Norton talking on O&A, and then, like, the actual details from piecing together parts of the RBI interviews. You know what I mean? Like, that, to this day, I know you and him had some run-ins over the years, but the Louis C.K.
Who? Oh, me and Louis C.K.
Yeah, after the Lucky Louis cancellation, before he got Louis just on FX, and just the way he was calm and Ron was able to piece out what his mindset was. Like, I still go back to that sometimes when I'm at a transitory period.
Yeah, and Louis C.K., it's fine.
That at the same time could take a live read about a product he was bored with and just riff for 20 minutes and make you die. So we could do these deep interviews and then just make you laugh.
Yeah, we got some special audio. One of my favorite live reads that he ever did is included in that. And there's just so much good stuff here.
Now, as we get into some of the stuff, we aren't picking our favorite Ron bits. We're not picking, like, the classic things you would see. This is more conversations that just highlighted Ron that wouldn't fit, like you said, a full episode that showed how fun it was to listen to Ron and kind of the different facets you would see, too.
Yeah, well, it should be noted, we did an episode of Carby, and the Carbies and some of the Carbonites, and it should be noted, so go check the archives, because there are plenty of episodes where it definitely is Ron centric, but yeah, these are just either conversations, topics, bits, whatever, that were just extremely fun, but they show the range of Ron's brilliance.
And in light of that, before we get into some of the audio, there were some things Ron did that, again, I don't think we can make an entire episode about, but that I just enjoyed as a running bit every time he did. One of the biggest things I thought was hilarious, and I apologize for the physical pain you went through, was the cowbell. Like, the fact that he actually would just smack people with a cowbell.
Yeah. And let's say it like he does. Let's present him in present terms, because, like I said, he's going to defeat this battle.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think the reason I say did for that in particular,
He doesn't throw the cowbell
I
anymore?
think that was retired. I don't think anybody could take it after you, Dave. I don't know. I may be mistaken there, but I'm pretty sure that guy.
He doesn't give Chris Pepper Stanley a good cowbell shot every once in a while on Bennington, and that's a wonderful show too. And we do want to give a shout out because they're all going through it. So it's also a shout out to the Bennington family, obviously, the kids and Gail and Mrs. B and everybody and the entire show, the whole staff. But yeah, well, Earl, you can't throw the cowbell through because he would have to throw that through glass. And that would be very difficult because that radio producer glass is basically bulletproof. You know, it's very, very thick. But I believe Chris Pepper Stanley sits in studio. I'd love to see him or hear him take a cowbell shot or two. I'm going to give Ronnie B the amazing credit. What he was able to do was definitely 100% hit you, but he would hit you on a hop. So you'd get the good sound, because it is a radio show at the end of the day. So you would get the great sound of the bsh and the cowbell hitting the console, okay? But he would always one hop you and usually hit you right in the chest. But every once in a while, yeah, if he got a really good hop, that could get you maybe on the chin or something. No, it's not coming right at your face. So again, wouldn't do any damage, but it would, you'd feel it. You'd feel it, but yeah, he knew how to skip that cowbell, or knows how to skip that cowbell in there. I mean, my God, the guys like Roger Clemens or Greg Maddux or somebody, one of these Hall of Fame pitchers, and Clemens should be in the Hall of Fame, but we're not gonna get sidetracked. Greg Maddux is, but a guy with, or one of Ronnie B guys, Steve Carlton from the Phillies, just exceptional control with that cowbell.
And like what I appreciated was the simplicity of growing up in an Italian household. That's what your grandpa would do. If you were being dumb, he'd just throw something at you. But he found a way to make that translate so beautifully to radio that even if you just were listening.
That happens in Italian households. The grandfathers are First of all, his name is Bennington. That's his name.
No, I'm saying as me growing up in an Italian, that's what my grandpa would do if you were screwing around.
I think it was just your grandfather.
Yeah, the Irish, I guess, did it. Bennington, I don't know.
Well, no, I mean, that siblings definitely did it, though. We would throw shit at each other all the time.
True.
So, yeah.
But just that idea, it truly felt like a family. Another one, I think we've talked about it here before, but just the way the Ron and Fez show as a whole treated the guys like Big A or Crazed.
Big A, Big A, Big A, Big A, hey, Big A, Big A, and Crazed with on the ones and the twos, baby. Oh yeah, no one was. Oh God, he was great with those guys, and he sure is great with those.
Just showing you could have as much fun laughing at people with quirks as you could laughing at them.
Laugh with
is what I mean.
No,
yeah. Sorry, that's a little tongue tied. I'm clearly not. Yeah, but exactly, you have as much fun laughing with as you could at.
Yeah.
So things like that. One of the things that makes me laugh every year around Christmas when we go back to it, the gifts and the one mores.
The presents.
So anytime somebody gave him a gift and he's to be like, oh, this would be perfect if it had a ballpoint pen for NASA. Just like.
He said how much he hated this movie. Oh shit, what was the name of it? It had a huge crash. He talked about how much he hated this movie. And I completely concur. I got the movie Crash, which won the Academy Award. If we're going to talk about like worst movies to win the Academy Award, I mean, I would put, no one goes back and watches The English Patient. That's always been run down. English Patient is like Goodfellas compared to Crash. Crash is terrible. It's like a really poor man's Magnolia. And Magnolia by Paul Thomas Anderson's genius. Crash is not. Nevertheless, he had a huge rant about how much he thought Crash sucked on the Ron and Fez show. And so at a Christmas party, I brought him from the Writers Guild. I not only got the Crash screener, I got the Crash screenplay. So I gave that to him. He laughed. He did throw it in the trash, but he did get a chuckle. So that's all that was required. But yeah, I got him that. But yeah, the gifts, he's on tough. Actually, he's an easy person. He is an easy person to buy for, which is, cigars.
Cigars or cash.
Or money.
Tell Fez, just give me cash.
Write him a check. Just keep it simple. But any sort of novelty thing, anything that you would get at Spencer's, that you think is some sort of dopey t-shirt that you think is funny, no, that's not going to go over.
Just take the money and give him the cash. It's nobody ever got it.
Yeah, absolutely.
So those were some of my favorites. Did you have any particular Ronisms that you liked best?
There's too many to count. I mean, we're going to have to listen to some of the great audio here to refresh the memory. But in terms of Ron's characters, I always loved, for instance, George Washington Carver,
Yes.
which I scrubbed all of YouTube for and just couldn't find. But I don't know. He used to call in sometimes, and like Fez would be talking to a guest, and he would call in as George Washington Carver and talk about inventing stuff like a peanut clock where he's replacing all the numbers with peanuts. And I just loved it so much. So I enjoy also his characters, man. Iris
Iris was one of the best.
right? And whatever he does, I mean, it's just too many of them. I feel like $1 million is a Ronism, or whatever that phrase is.
I feel like $1 million.
That's it.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess what you're saying is he might be the greatest of all time. Most hits. Number one.
Yes.
And I think that's where we're going to lead into our first piece of audio, which is where Ron did something I didn't think was possible, which is breaking Pete Rose's hit record while being on the air.
Yes, sir. It's an extraordinary record. You're about to hear history. Sports history will be made on the Ron and Fez Show right now. Here's Charlie. Charlie, you're on Ron and Fez.
Charlie, Pete Rose has a 4.256, and the line of the day is up to 4.265. You passed Pete Rose.
Unbelievable! Wow! Wow. Thank you. That's enough now. Yeah. Now, from this point on, I will only, I'm not going to be here every day. I just wanted to get to that record. I'm going to kind of hang around as a player coach for the Ron and Fez Show, but generally I'm going to sit in the dugout now and watch you guys do what you have to do, but I really want to thank you for everything. Ron Bennington's line of the day on Whackbag, what I consider the greatest thread in the history of the internet. And really, the only thing I like about the internet is that one thread, and it really has become the Dark Side of the Moon album, that it just always stays there on the front page. It never drops down like the other one. And I just want to thank all those guys for keeping that going. And I'm done now, and I appreciate it. Fezzy, I want you and Dave to have a great show today. Woo! I'm out to smell the roses. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.
Wait. Yeah! I don't think you should leave.
Thanks again. Thank you. Thank you. At some point, who knows, maybe I'll decide to get back into the game. And if I do, I hope you'll be kind enough to invite me back in your living room, Stan. Bye-bye.
Hey. I don't think you should go. Yeah.
4265! 4265! 4265! 4265! 4265!
It's a great honor for Ronnie. That's pretty good. That's great, actually. I don't think he should leave, though. I don't see where, he should just, walk away from all this. Yeah, I don't understand that. I wish that hadn't happened. Yes, Larry Bird, the intern. You have something?
Yeah, I'm a little worried. Ron just came in the back. He's drinking your whiskey, Dave.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no, that's not good.
Didn't think it would go like this.
That's not a good idea for the celebration.
I think I should go and. I gotta leave.
You do?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's a big day. So I don't think it was time for Ronnie to, walk away from this.
Well, that's not good news what Larry Bird brought in.
No, that's not good either. That's a celebration going a little too far, probably.
Yeah, we need to.
So, I mean, it's a great honor, and that's huge. To pass Pete Rose, that's gigantic. But there's, no reason to play or coach this thing.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Fez. I just got word from the Hit King, Ronnie B.
Yeah?
He's lining up shots for everyone. So everyone go back. Oh, everyone but you, Fez. You have a good time on the air. But the Hit King
What?
wants to celebrate.
Well, no, wait a minute, because... Yeah, because, if it's a celebration like that, I mean, the party music's gone and the applause and everything. I understand a celebration. Maybe we could, waited or something. And Earl's gone too. And so I can't go to a commercial break for the celebration or anything like that. So, not sure really, it's, it kind of caught me off guard. So that's, hopefully Ronnie will decide, that he wants to, come back and continue to add to the record. I mean, this is gigantic. You don't get, this doesn't happen every day. So hopefully, the record doesn't have to stop here. The line of the day thread, that can totally keep going. There's no reason to stop now. I mean, there's no end in sight, really, when you think about it. But, I know there's a celebration going on in the office in the back, so, maybe I could get an update on that or something. Just get, an update so I know what's going on. I would have liked to have been a part of the celebration. That would have been nice instead of everyone just going back there, except for me. So it's an odd thing. It's a great day, but I'm a little nervous too. I don't know what that. Oh, wait a minute. There's a conga line going past the studio now. The Hit King is back. Everyone's got drinks. Everyone's got drinks in their hands. All right, everyone's celebrating the Hit King. The celebration is coming.
Fucking great! Ronnie B! Hey, it's fucking great, man!
Yeah, it's all right. The drinking has started.
Fucking great, man!
Well, yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Fucking beat Pete Rose!
Yeah, you're past Pete Rose. You're the new Hit King.
Fuck Pete Rose!
Oh boy,
Fuck Pete Rose!
party got out of hand a little quick.
Pete Rose! Yeah! Yeah! Party! Make it fucked up! Party! Hey, Fezzy!
Yeah?
Drink it out!
Drink at me.
What happened?
Ah, you threw a drink at me. Hit me right in the face where that.
Why can't
Oh, not the pills.
Oh, my
No, not the pills. The celebration's gone too far.
I did everything I set out to do.
No, I know, but there's more to do. Put the pills down. Everybody.
I'm gonna spend the rest of my life celebrating, Watley.
I understand that. Well, you can't do that. I mean, it's...
Hey, screw face! Screw face! Screw face! Screw face! Screw face!
I don't know why that's the chance. I don't understand why it's a celebration.
Fezzy.
Not a good chance.
What is it up to now? What is the post up for?
4265.
Whoa!
That's gigantic.
Incredible!
That's huge.
That's incredible!
It's good, but...
I did everything I set out to do. I'm gonna spend the rest of my life in a conga line, baby.
Well, everyone else is in the conga line.
And the great thing is, I never had to look at you again.
Yes.
I never got to look at you again.
All right. Now, that's not a nice
Yeah.
speech. And I got another drink thrown at me. Pussy.
I'm all done now. I'm retired.
No, you're not.
I'm at the top of the mountain, baby.
Yeah, you're the hit king. Keep going.
Hit King likes heroin.
Oh, no, no, guys.
Hey, King! Hey, King!
I mean, the chicks are nice, but let's not get heroin.
Hey, I got a
do
great
that.
idea. Conga line!
I know, another conga line. It's a celebration.
Keep an eye on the shop! On the shop! What's the fancy?
Do what?
I did it all!
Oh, I understand you did it all, and
Did it all, baby!
you should be extremely proud. Now there goes the conga line again. All right, they grabbed Earl.
We did it!
They've grabbed Earl in the producer's booth. Careful with the drinks in there. There's a lot of equipment, a lot of expensive stuff. Oh, they just threw papers all over, or they just knocked all of Earl's papers on him. Knocked them all over. Someone's gonna have to clean up that mess.
All my dreams came true!
Yeah, it's huge, yes. Line of the day, passing Pete Rose. Oh, no, Earl doesn't want to take pills. Earl doesn't want to take pills. Oh, we're never gonna get Earl back now. Wow, this impromptu celebration has just...
Me and my posse! We're starting another conga line!
Another one? I thought, all right. One more, okay, yeah. All right, yeah, another conga line. Yeah, hot, hot, hot. Yeah. All right, there they go. The conga line is non-stop, and... Well, I didn't get to really be part of it. I'm still on the air here with the Ron and Fez show, and the conga line just took off again. I guess for more drinks and pills and possibly heroin. So I don't know. The celebration's going on without me. I would have liked to, at least been in the conga line or something. Everyone's just kind of taking off on me.
Where we going?
So, Earl's left. Apparently, he had too many pills. I don't even know where these pills came from. That this had started. I don't even know what, how all of a sudden all the whiskey and the liquor and the pills showed up for a celebration like this. It's a big, big day, but it seems to have gotten a little out of hand very, very quickly. I don't know what's happened with the second conga line, but it's all started all over again. And it's, so, the celebration continues, I guess, in the back office. I'm not able to be a part of it. So, yeah. So, congratulations again to Ronnie B, line of the day. Making that record. Beating Pete Rose. Ronnie B, the new hit king. Hello, you're on Ron and Fez. Where are you guys? Ronnie?
Hey!
Hey!
It's fucking crazy here! We're going crazy!
Where did you guys go? I saw a conga line head out the studio.
Hey,
Yeah?
did you hear about Rob Bacon's line of the day?
Well, yeah, I heard about it.
Great, man!
Yeah, we just took the call a little while ago. Yeah.
Hey, Fez!
Yeah?
I got some great news!
What's that?
I left my chick and my kids. I'm done with them.
Oh, no. No, that's not good news.
You heard about the line of the day, right?
Yes, I heard about a whackbag, yes.
I'm a fucking legend, baby.
Well, I know. But this is all happening.
I'm a golden god.
Yeah, they're the hit king. But this...
I'm going out on the ledge now.
No, don't go out on the ledge.
I'm out on the ledge.
No, don't do that. We're too high up.
My hands are gone thinking it's a great idea.
No, you're making me nervous now. Now I'm getting really, really anxious.
Fezzy,
Yes.
we're taking a train to Miami filled with booze.
What, a booze train? I didn't even know they had...
Gleason style.
Oh, my gosh. This is all happening really, really fast, don't you think, to leave the show and leave your fam?
I beat Pete Rose, Fez.
I know, you beat Pete Rose. Yeah, I
I got a
understand.
lot of money riding on the basketball game tonight.
Let's not start gambling too. I mean, it's exciting. But, this is all happening so quick.
Yeah, it's all happening so quick, isn't it, guys?
And I think they're just encouraging that.
And Fez?
Yes?
Inside, I'm really lonely.
Oh.
I don't know who I am.
Yeah, already, huh? That's already set in. Oh. Well, I'm sorry about that. Oh. It's the Ron and Fez Show. And...
Fezzy, I'm back. I got a new chip. It's the 6-minute chip. And I just want to make amends about throwing drinks into your face. And, Earl, I never should have poured pills into your mouth. And, Dave, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Thank you, Ron.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
my
awesome.
amends to you.
That was
I'm
awesome.
sorry for feeding your beast. So we're back, Fezzy. You know what? I'm just going to semi-retired. I'm going to work out with some of the kids and some of the radio shows in spring training, just teaching them, how to lay down a gimmick, how to set up a bit. And, maybe there's still ways I can help out.
Sure.
Even though I'm now a legend.
Well, yeah, you got the whack bag line of the day. New record, 4265.
Any way we could change the name of the Virus Studio to Legends Field? Be a great idea.
I don't think they're going to do that.
Just great ideas.
Yankees don't need it anymore.
Yeah.
Changing that stadium to Steinbrenner Field. So
we can set up some busts back there too. It'd be great. Just some bronze busts. Call Wiki. I swear to God, I'll get Nope's head. We all need bronze busts of ourselves. Wiki's just fucking on the phone. Yes, the guys want bronze busts of themselves.
They want what?
Elo, just sign off. Peter, you're in Run Fez.
Hey, Ron, my hearty congratulations passing the Hit King.
Yeah, it is thrilling.
Yeah, I gotta know. Nolan Ryan next.
How many strikeouts did Nolan Ryan have?
Over 5,000.
Yeah, I can't. I don't think I got. My knees are gone. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Unless I develop another pitch, I come up with some kind of knuckleball. My knees are bad. The shoulder's going out on me. I've had 4 operations on the elbows since I started in radio. I don't know if I'm ready for Nolan Ryan. Pitsy, get me those exact numbers.
He had 5,714 strikeouts.
Oh, that's impossible. That's impossible.
Jesus.
That can never be done.
I didn't think it was possible.
What's that?
That he could break the hit record, but sure enough, we just played the audio evidence. And that's the first thing that this kind of highlighted of things Ron would do that I really loved, which is kind of yes-anding the message board to the highest level as long as it didn't require effort. So they put out a line of a day, he starts to do the math and goes, oh, okay, sweet, I'm about to break the record. He just gets to keep being Ron, but makes all this hype just by being Ron.
Yeah. Oh, it's genius. And then we're going to support it. And then, the big celebrations, the yelling, the screaming, the enthusiasm. So, sometimes I go back and I listen to the Ron Fez show. We did a lot of chanting, and that's always fun. Chanting is great when done in the right spots, of course.
Or, as we learned on a lot of the Eastside Dave show.
Yes.
With Bobo doing it in the wrong spots.
Well, yes.
The man couldn't carry a rhythm in a bucket.
Yeah, that was accidental.
But yeah, it is fun to see kind of the things that carried through to what you do from the Ron and Fez show. I mean, the enthusiasm. That's something you demand of anybody who does anything with you.
Raucous enthusiasm.
Borderline ruckus.
Raucous enthusiasm. Not ruckus. Raucous enthusiasm. That's what I demand of my coworkers, my show teammates.
Wait.
All you got to do is bring the energy just for the show. Then you take a nap, go home, do whatever the hell you fucking want to do.
Wait, what word were you saying?
Raucous, R-A-U-C-O-U-S.
Oh God. I thought all these years you've been saying ruckus. R-U-C-K-U-S. That explains so much of our issues.
That's because you're a brain-dead pothead.
I thought you wanted to
Understand?
be disruptive with my enthusiasm.
Yeah, no.
We're going to get along so much better now.
No, yeah, raucous enthusiasm. That's what we demand.
You're right, buddy. I am a brain dead pothead. I'm sorry. It's silly me. So, again, this isn't something we could have made an entire show about, but it does encapsulate it. That's the first kind of element. Did anything you can remember that Ron really latched onto as the message board kind of started first and turned into a thing? The only thing I can think of outside of this in particular was a little past your time where they started to say Chris Stanley Pepper looked like a centaur. And that literally became a thing that Ron just ran with and would call him, oh, look, you're stumbling over your hooves, you centaur, and, just kind of lean into.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Well, I mean, listen, board gossip, was Ron suggesting, why don't you do like some sort of recap of what's going on in the message boards? Wow. And then, the first time, I've said this before, but the first time I did, it didn't really go anywhere. And then I decided to pattern it after Cindy Adams, who is this New York Post page 6 columnist, but also she did NBC. And she would come on, and even though she's like a New Yorker, it's one of those, like, she's like an old-timey New Yorkers, so they spoke with like this quasi-British accent. And she would literally be like, what 2 celebrities were spotted at the Copacabana this Friday night? I don't know, but the world is watching, And so she would do all that bullshit. So once I got like the Cindy Adams gimmick down as the inspiration for board gossip, but that was another thing. That was, due to the message boards, of course. Yeah, sure. Ron, at the point, remember you got ronfez.net, and then we got the whack bag, and then FBA came along, and was there anything else? But I mean, Pal Talk, Spread the Iris, Pal Talk. Wasn't really a message board, more of an interactive platform, but nevertheless, it's online. So yeah, you incorporate a lot of that stuff.
And he was kind of ahead of the curve, despite pretending not like RonFez.com.
Oh yeah,
RonFez.com. It was a show that they called, even though they weren't really on the internet.
When they first got to WNEW, it was RonFez.com, and it was incredible, absolutely incredible. And then it just became RonFez.
Absolutely, and we'll get a little more into the audience and their just embracing of the audience in a way like no other show did, and truly creating an audience that was unlike any other shows. Like, you couldn't do the things you did with the Ron and Fez audience with other groups. I think that's part of the reason today you still see that chemistry around the Ron and Fez show. Like,
sure. And why a good chunk of us are still friends, like the Big A's or the Bobos or whomever. Absolutely still pals with a lot of those folks.
I mean, we know people that got married because of the show and their fandom of it. So,
well, one of them worked on the show.
You.
Myself, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That said, one thing he does on this bit, to go back to the specific audio we just listened to, that I always found very entertaining, was creating an opportunity to leave Fez alone in the studio. Brilliant. So instantly they start celebrating. Fez doesn't get to be a part of it. You're in a different room. And it creates that call-in vibe where you guys are throwing a party, but Fez is by himself.
that was so good. This massive party. And, of course, we were doing that in the producer's booth so that it was mic'd up. But that was so funny. And I always do think, like, I wonder, like, what was going through, like, Fez. Like, was it sheer terror and panic, or was he enjoying it? Because Fez is obviously a brilliant performer. But yeah, that was all Ron's idea of, like, let's just leave the studio.
And creating this party atmosphere. And, one of my favorites bits of all time, that anybody who's a fan of the Ron and Fez show knows what I'm about to say, but is the blueberry is a standalone fruit. As you can hear the door close as Ron leaves the studio, and Fez is just continue that running bit throughout years and keep it fresh every time. Is truly amazing.
And one thing about the party thing, it's possible we were ripped off by inside the NBA, because many years later, way after, we left Fez alone in that one segment and had a big party. They did on Inside the NBA, they had to work New Year's Eve, and they faked like there was this huge party going on, but Charles, wasn't able to go because he still had to broadcast. But they would consistently be like, Charles, look at this party. And he legitimately was fooled and thought he was missing out on this great party. And there is sometimes where I think, hey, the Ron and Fez, leaving Fez alone party was kind of similar to that. So I'm just saying, it's possible.
Very similar. There was a element of truth to that, though, right? like there were some bits that they would do so Ron could run before they switched studios to another room to smoke some of his cigar, right? Like when there was a live read or things like that. This may be before your time. I may be going back to the DC days. but-
Well, when they did the phone calls, Ron would leave the studio because you can't be in the studio doing a phone call.
Obvious.
So when he was calling in as Iris or George Washington Carver, he would have to leave the studio, and he would go to either the producer's booth or sometimes the Ron and Fez office. But that's how we handled that
For the away phone calls,
for the calls. Yeah.
I can't remember the exact time they referenced it, but I believe he said he used to do things where he would set up Fez with a bit and then run and go take a couple puffs off a cigar, run back in the room, just to keep the radio. Now that may have been worked again.
Yeah, that there was probably a little workage there.
So
Because I mean, if Fez is doing a Fezatorial, he's usually in the studio for sure.
the one example I could think of is when you said you could inhale a cigar, and he definitely used that as an opportunity to just let you guys smoke cigars on air for a little bit, and just
Well, because I still am confused by the satisfaction of a cigar, because it's like you're smoking, but you're not inhaling. Like you're just letting the smoke go in and out or whatnot. I don't know. It was a cigar. And no, it's weird. I love the smell of cigar smoke and coffee, and yet I don't drink coffee and I don't smoke cigars. And that's the reason why, is because you can't inhale it. But one time I found out, like when I was 17 or 18, I had a cigar and I was smoking it. I was fine.
it was like a black and mild.
Now, yeah, I will say it wasn't, a classy cigar. It was a dirtbag 7-Eleven cigar that I was smoking. So maybe that's how I was able to inhale it. But I still maintain that I am pretty good at just inhaling cigars. Yeah.
I cannot. I will die if I do that.
Yeah.
Cigars.
You get
like
sick?
You said, I get real
Nauseous?
bad asthma actually for like the next 3 days.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Not good.
Yeah, don't do that then.
But speaking of cheap cigars and Ron, one of my favorite stories involving Ron that we're not going to hit on this episode, but is him versus intern David from Ian and the show.
Sure.
At one point, they convinced David that the great way to make friends with Ron is to buy a White Owl cigar, a 99-cent White Owl.
Why did this intern David fall for all this shit?
I don't think he was good at reading societal events. I think there was a spectrum and he was pretty far on it. But, that's not what we're...
That's not gonna,
a fun Ron moment.
Yeah, he'd throw that in the trash faster than the screenplay for Crash.
Now, speaking of
Nothing?
throwing things in the trash,
Yeah.
like the screenplay.
Yeah, give a little chuckle there. It's fine.
Hey,
The
run that
moment's-
by me again.
No.
Speaking
You're not
of
gonna fucking no. Don't treat me like a jerk. This is my fucking show. Now go.
I'm trying to work on my raucous enthusiasm. My bad.
That's fine. You're driving. Go ahead.
But gifts from the listeners and a fandom truly unlike. I mean, when we were at Compound, there were a couple of people who would send gifts. They were incredibly nice. But I mean, your first year on XM, you were getting like Rock Band. They were going above and beyond just for you, a producer, let alone the host.
I got great gifts. No
Yeah.
complaints there from any of the listeners.
And truly-
Jeez Louise.
You created.
I'm thankful. You know what? Thank you. And just like to the patrons, thank you very much for the support throughout the entire years, and the support for all of our radio and comedian friends. Thank you so much for your support. Seriously.
Absolutely.
Anything else?
No. Just to continue, I wanted to let that rest a second, so it didn't seem like I was just rushing past. But the other thing, the audience, in addition to repaying you with gifts, I've said it, I know a number of people have said it, the Ron and Fez audience was amongst the most creative and innovative of all audience fandoms in radio. I mean, I don't think there's a group close to it today, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
In the sense that you had the parody songs, which we'll hear a great example of in a little bit. But also just, I mean, the idea of a caller pyramid
Mm-hmm.
in this day and age, with nobody making it about themselves, with everybody like being funny and being able to do it well, the combination of a well-oiled machine and trusting them and going with it was something Ron trained the audience for. I mean, if you didn't do well, he made it clear. right? One of my favorites is when you ask him, "Hey Ron, how you doing today?" What? Like giving you absolutely nothing. You know, treating the audience, and we will see an example of that here in a second. But at the same time, what that requires from a host is the ability to have a plan, but to be able to just roll with whatever shows up.
Absolutely, yeah. And I will correct you though, because it's famous comedy pyramid.
Comedy pyramid.
But you're right.
I always say that.
It was the callers calling in, and they would set up a premise, obviously, and then just give like a couple funny jokes, like puns, like one-line type of stuff. And then, oh, okay, this is what we call it. That's how I started calling the Ron Fez show, though. That's how I started to insinuate myself into the Ron Fez universe, was on WNEW, just being honestly a caller pyramid. Now you got me saying it. A comedy pyramid guy. That was really it. Like, I was a Bar 9 going to the Bar 9 Ron Fez hangouts, which was every 2 weeks at a place called Bar 9. And calling into comedy pyramids. That was it. And then I went there like once or twice, the dating game and stuff with West Side and a couple something else. But yeah, that was it. Those comedy pyramids, fantastic. It's just so much fun.
Incredible. And what I liked is the comedy pyramid felt like the Ron and Fez show itself, like a microcosm of it. What you guys would do is there's a news story, everybody would tag it, there would be the jokes about it, right? Now you get to participate in that. And part of what I thought was so amazing was, yes, there were works, there were planned things on the Ron and Fez show, but then there were also just spontaneity. One of my favorite bits that we're going to head into right now.
Well, can I just address one thing with the comedy pyramid before you move on?
Absolutely.
Because this is a little, backstage stuff. The single most white knuckle, sweat-inducing thing in the producer's booth was to be a phone screener during a comedy pyramid. Thankfully, by after the first year, I was oftentimes sitting in the studio, truth be told. So I didn't have to worry about being a being a phone screener. But geez, because the phones would explode, and it's so difficult to get everything down. And that's one of the things where sometimes the listeners would get mad and be like, your phone screener's rude. It's just like, no, bro, it's not. It's just that we gotta go, name, location, joke, quick. Name, location, joke. Because, what's your name? I want to talk to the name, location, joke. And if they go, I want to talk to hang up.
You're not ready.
You're gone. And then sometimes you get someone would email Ron and be like, Dave or Pitsy hung up on me. No, sir. I'm just trying to make the best comedy pyramid I can make, or contribute to the comedy pyramid by getting a whole bunch of calls up. But Jesus Christ. And then if the name and location, what they want to talk about, are blinking, that means that the phone screener is still on the phone with them. And sometimes
take your thumb off the phone. Take your thumb off the phone.
And you would panic because 4 of them might be blinking. That's because you're hold, name, location. Okay, I'll be right back. Name, location. Okay, name, location. Okay, line number 1. What's the joke? So you go back, right? You just want to get their names and location. Then you go back and get their joke, right?
Of course.
And so that's how, unfortunately, a fucking radio shark would get through every once in a while. Because you're just like, name, location. And then, that fucking asshole would be like, Brian from Manasquan, New Jersey. Okay, fine, Brian. And blah, blah, blah. And then, here comes the radio shark. And everyone in the producer's booth would feel bad and start pointing fingers at each other. No. And Earl would sometimes get mad. And I'm telling you, the patience for the producers or / interns too. Because Scruffy was like a great phone screener, for instance. And so some of the interns were excellent. Fast Freddy was excellent as a phone screener. But then Earl would give you this look. He'd start looking at you like a baseball manager who just disapproved because you bunted foul with 2 strikes, resulting in a strikeout. But there would only be so much of that. I even saw Scruffy flip out at Earl one time.
Really?
Did you do it, Earl? Then you do it. I can just sit back there and do nothing on the board. Because in all honesty, during a comedy pyramid, you're not necessarily doing anything from the Earl spot. I'm not saying Earl's never does anything. I'm saying during a comedy pyramid, there's no music. There's no sound effects.
There's no nothing.
Right.
You're not going to go to commercial.
So, in all essence, he could have probably moved over if he's going to keep giving these Bill Parcells disapproving looks at you.
It does feel like, you know how they say special teams, you have to be a little bit off to play in football? Like something's got to be a little off in your head. Being a phone screener during a comedy pyramid, you kind of have to be the same way, which is why I feel like Billy Staples is the name that everybody surprisingly said was the best at doing.
Great phone
handling
screener.
Callers. Yeah, one of the best. And I think part of it was he just didn't care if he pissed you off.
Great phone screener. And then once he got used to your voice, Billy pretty much put you up there. He would just be like, Ron Fez Show, East Side Dave. Oh, Dave, what's up? You got a joke, right? Yep. Okay. And that's it. He wouldn't listen to your joke.
He just knew you were good enough to make the cut.
I'm bringing a joke. It's not like I'm going to ask all of a sudden some left field question of, hey, Ron, I just saw in the news the other, like that's the worst when one of those fucking calls gets through during a comedy pyramid, because we don't mind if the jokes are good or bad, but it's got to be in keeping with the comedy pyramid. If you're like, oh yeah, so what do you think about the Phillies, chances against the Yankees in the 2009 World Series, etc. It's like, no, come on now. Come on, it's comedy pyramid time.
Even if you hear, how you doing, Ron and Pez? You're like, come on, buddy, that's not the role here, right? You got to keep it moving.
Former Ron and Pez producer, one of my favorites of all time, Al Dukes, made me laugh on Twitter because he's still working in radio, doing the Boomer Esiason's show in the morning. And I don't know what it was. He must have had a rough day with the phone calls or what was going on. But he tweeted out, just very simply, hey, radio callers, it is never necessary to ask the hosts how you doing before you go into your point. Just go directly into your point. And it was such a blunt, cold tweet. It made me howl with laughter because I was reading it in Al Dukes' voice. But he's also dead on. Like, you don't have to be like, hey, how's it going, Ron? What's you up to? Well, I'm clearly broadcasting on the radio right now. Thanks for wasting 35 seconds.
And especially during something like a comedy pyramid where timing's everything. Some days where you're Mike Francesa and you got to Google something quick, having a guy ask how you're doing might not be the worst. But the other thing that had to be stressful is you didn't set up a comedy pyramid. It could happen like that just with something happening off of the rip.
It could. Oftentimes it was set up.
Yeah.
But because in the show prep, we would say it would be like stars, comedy pyramid with this. But you are 100% right. During a conversation, Mafia wife Chris or somebody, says something stupid. Not to pick on him, but I know that we're going to be listening to Dengens. Someone says something, and yes, the callers then understood what a comedy pyramid, and they sometimes created a comedy pyramid, which was amazing.
Absolutely. And what I was going to go with wasn't actually Dengen, but that is a good one to go with right here. So I think
Dengens?
Yeah, let's let
Mafia Life Chris in studio saying there's tension between some of the members on the show or himself as well.
And the message.
But the word is tension. Right? And for whatever reason that day he said it like, he's from Brooklyn, Dengen. And I don't know, on that specific day it cracked us up. And it became a whole entire 10 minutes of making fun of the word Dengen, but also just Italian accent stereotypes in general.
And not just the guys in the studio, but the audience picked up on it and became a running segment.
Italian accents for Brooklyn, by the way, I should say. Yes, absolutely.
Not the Mamma Mia.
Yeah. Brooklyn accents.
On that note, you and I will talk about what's going on behind the scenes and work out any tension we have.
Dengen.
While you guys listen to this from the Ron and Fez Show.
Yeah, let's listen.
Here's Max in Texas. You're on Ron Fez.
Yeah, man. Fez is just going for the throat on everybody close to him anymore. He's gonna end up alone, and One of these days, he's just going to go after Ronnie B. I'm 3,000 miles away, and the tension in my truck by myself is so thick, man. It's awful.
There is a lot of tension today.
A lot.
Tension, Chris. Tension.
A lot of tension.
Tension.
Chris, tension.
Tension.
Feel the tension?
Tension.
Got a lot of tension.
Tension.
I can't handle a lot of tensions. It's a very dense situation. The tension's running deep.
Listen, I take my blows.
Pay
I take my
attention.
blows.
From your best friend when you were
No.
kids.
The sleeping bag.
All right, come
No,
on,
I didn't get.
Save the ace material.
I'm saying I take
the roast.
take my shots, and
Can I tell you something, Fezzi? I know you for a long time.
Sure.
You forgot the subtlety fucking gear.
Hmm.
You used to be, even your voice was different.
Really?
It was the higher, happier voice. Now look who's here. Bush. Here's John.
Fuck
John,
Christ.
you're on Fez.
Yeah, I wish it was a real mafia. Chris would already have capped his ass.
John, you know what it is? Tension.
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 Hey, pay attention when he's talking to you. It's the email mafia, John.
Tensions.
Stay in that attention when you do.
Gio, you're on Fez. All kinds of stuff happening with Mafia Life Chris today.
Sorry. Hey guys. Fezzi, I love you to death, but listen, you hold a grudge where it just ruins your life. You got to calm down. You have to forgive.
It's true, Fezzi.
I saw.
I didn't have any grudge.
I saw a thread on RonFez.net.
You did?
Forgive or revenge? You're the revenge. I forgive.
That's true.
Then why did you come in here so upset?
Tensions.
Tension.
I came.
I'm like Jesus. I forgive.
You should forgive.
Tensions.
I came here looking to invite you to a party.
And he's going. He's going to be there.
Yeah.
He's going to roast you. What's the date?
July
The
9th.
9th.
July 9th.
He's gonna be in town for that.
July 9th.
9th.
The 9th.
9 p.m.
The
9th.
Ninth.
It's going to be good on the 9th.
It's not the dance. It's July the 9th. The dance is the day after.
What about 8th? It's going to be 8th.
No, not the 8th.
Too bad.
A lot of spit.
Rich, you're on Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, it's just like the other guy said, there's a lot of tension.
Tensions.
The tension.
There's a nice guy in the studio, and Fez is just being a straight-up asshole. He ain't doing the right thing. Fez, do the right thing. You're a nice guy.
Do it.
Do the right thing.
Do it.
Do it, man.
Do it.
Paisan.
Do it.
Apologize.
We're down to
at that?
one-word sentences now.
Here's, all right, here's the wingman for Fez Watley. It's our own death metal Mo. Halo Mo.
Hey, Mo. Hey,
Mo.
dead
Mo.
metal mode.
Guys sound like a fucking $1 million.
Yeah, how are you?
I just wanted to call in. I do stick up for Fez. My point, real quick, is like for days. All right, the little thing between him and Dave and Bruin, and I think Watley changed gears a little, and he's just kind of throwing some shit back, breaking balls, and we got these fucking scumbag callers again. What do they want?
Tension.
They got tension in their throat.
Oh, I don't know what they want.
It's tension.
They enjoy it, Bo.
Tension.
You fucking knock it out of the park, Watley. You the fucking man, all right?
He's your guy. You got to give him all the credit in the world. That fucking guy's through you through thick and thin.
That's my Curtis Lewa, that guy. My guardian angel. Denji.
Tony Dungy. Tony Dungy.
Tony Dungy in the cold.
Dungy.
He retired, his son died.
Idiot, hey, Billy. Hey. Monday Night Football.
Anthony Cumia gonna have it compound.
D.D. Rocks. Investor.
He got a little Brother Joe got a guitar. Good guitar.
To you.
He strummed that guitar.
Is John in Texas.
or thanks, kiss.
Hey, I just want to say Fez is just a bitter old queen. It's pretty obvious. He resents Eastside Dave for having a baby. Now he resents Mafia Life Chris for having a baby because I guess
he had one. He had Frenchies.
Like him or what? I don't know. There's a little freaky Fez in the future, so I guess he resents everybody else for having kids.
All right, here's the thing. Frenchie's baby wasn't your baby. Right?
That's true, but I treated her as if.
Nice.
With love.
Class
With
personified.
Love. It's about love.
When I think of Chris, I think of class personified. I think of a man who opens his
Personified.
But here's the deal. How do we know this is your baby? You know this for a fact?
Yeah.
All right. Just watching out for you like your friend.
They're testing, Dad?
Take her to Maury. Get the DNA done.
You're seriously out of your fucking
You
mind.
are the father.
You're out of your fucking mind, Dave. Here's Greg elongated.
Hey, yo, Chris, have you actually seen this new girlfriend, or you just get pictures on the internet like the other one?
All right, that happened. He knows that. That happened to him once.
Isn't the same with the baby, right? Like you saw Madonna's baby?
I saw the baby in the
What's that mean?
Machine, the sonogram, the beautiful baby.
The machine?
Yeah, everyone's
The
happy.
baby was in a machine.
So what?
Chris, get the baby out of the machine. There's a caring comment for you.
The sonogram.
Yeah, the machine got my baby, so what?
Why can't you just be
My
happy?
baby's a little robot. I'm gonna have a little Optimus Prime on my head.
right, stop.
Because you said
Stop
you.
I'm on your side.
I mean, Dave, you said you're on my side.
I am on your side.
That didn't sound like
You
you.
said the baby was a machine. Yeah.
Seriously.
If the baby's a transformer, then I was
All
wrong.
right.
They can't be killed.
All right, the baby jokes.
No talking about the baby is what he's saying.
Then what am I going to do with this roast?
You listen.
My
Fez,
hands are tied.
Can Fez make a
Here's what you got to understand.
pro baby joke?
Because never in the history that I would have lost fucking money if I would have ever thought the callers would pick Mafia Life Chris over you, or have picked Mafia Life Chris over fucking Hitler. This was just something that never happened in the history of 202. And now here's our old beloved Fez with the callers picking Chris. I don't know whether it's the meds, but your fucking jokes aren't working the way they used to. I'm glad you're not crying anymore.
Right.
But you're coming off sounding like cranky and angry. That's all I'm saying.
Wow.
Finesse. Finesse.
It make you feel better if you
Diablo.
apologize. If you feel better when you apologize, Fez.
I don't think it would make me feel better at all.
Take that albatross off your neck, face.
I think it would make me feel worse.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
What was that in? Fucking Starsky and Hutch. When he's told to do it. What the fuck? He's told to do it.
Do it.
What are you doing? That's my fucking bit. Here is, we head on over here to Clinton, Texas. Clint.
Hey, Chris, I was wondering how much am I got to pay to get into your party, or do I have to buy like 2 or 3 Mafia Life T-shirts or what?
Oh, please.
It's none of your business. You stay there in Clinton.
Yeah, you walk in with a Mafia Life cigar and you're good.
You still doing the
That's
cigars?
Yeah.
How's it going for you?
The business is thriving, Rod.
That's not Chris talking to Dave. But you see this, with this tobacco tax, how Tampa's fucking out of business all these years.
You know. Business is slow, but, you know.
That's the dry season.
What's that mean?
Dry. This is the dry joke.
I don't know, but not everyone's going to get it. I got to fucking try to say. I want people to get his jokes. Brad, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, I'll just say this, Chris, because I've been hearing Fez get a lot of flack. And I'll just say this, to be the man, you got to beat the man, Chris. And Fez is the man.
Fez is the man. You can't take that away from him. Here's Junior in Georgia.
Yeah, Fez, you might want to throttle back a little bit on the comments. It sounds to me like Chris is getting towards the end of his rope, and he might start throwing a couple knuckles in your direction. And I don't see you much being prepared to do anything about that. But
There's going to be a knuckle sandwich.
A sandwich.
Thank you, Junior.
Eat some cheese balls and pop
Slice a
Fez
few
in
times.
the
I
nose.
picked the slice up a
You
few
want to throw a fucking slice at him?
Yeah.
So you don't mind all the ball busting, just the stuff about the baby.
Just when Fez does it.
We're friends. We bust balls, but then you talk about my baby
dying.
Yeah, I mean, Fez. You
Well, it would be a
wrong?
choice.
No, it's hurtful, and you're
It hurts.
and you're a mean person.
It hurt us when you said that.
What would you like to say, Fuzzy?
Are you allowed to be mean on the Mafia game, or do you have to be nice there, too?
No, you should take all your meanness and project it into the Mafia payday game.
Projection.
Project your mean
There's no gill sound in there. There's no gill sound in there.
It's up to $1,230 in second sangers.
What he's saying is the down pot now went to $1,230.07.
Second sanger.
That's not even making sense.
Sanger, like not 100 of them get it to $1.
Yeah. Coming up, we're going to be playing America's new favorite game show, Raise the Fist of the Metal Child. And we're all doing our best to do that right now. Just attempting to raise that fist of the metal child. Jackie Maine.
Hey, Fez, you so angry because you're missing a young Swedish boy? Agavagu!
No, not missing the Swedish boy. Just revving up for the roast, that's all.
July 9th.
July 9th.
Nine.
And when's your party?
The Teng, I believe. I believe the Dend.
So, Fezzi, we're going from Manhattan all the way down to Atlantic City.
Either the Dend or the Legend.
Cheese balls.
Cheese balls and sandwiches. You hit the ski ball machine. If you want, there's some cotton candy.
By the way, Fez does love the skee ball machine. Out of all the games in fucking history, that's the one that he's fondest of.
It is my favorite. My absolute.
What's your high score?
I don't, maybe a 270.
Not bad. Not bad.
Here is, all right, yeah, mine's 295.
You're saying he made it up?
Who's to say? Who's to fucking say?
No, because I know skee ball scores. You can get like up to the 320s, 330s.
Yeah, that's what I got. I got 330. Nick in Houston, you're on Fez.
Hey guys, love the show. I used to listen to it a lot, and then my XM went out for a little bit, and I came back in, and I guess Fez is more medicated now, and I think he's being over-medicated. Like, I think it's just killed him inside. I guess he's on antidepressants or something, and it's just made him numb.
All right, I'm gonna do a shoot here. I'm gonna pull the blinds back. Something definitely has changed in Fez's personality in the last, let's say, month or so. Month to 6 weeks. He's got more energy, but it's angry energy. And I honestly think at a certain point, he's going to twist it. He's going to have the energy, but without the anger.
I guess that maybe it's having energy and not knowing what to do with it for the first time in a long time.
I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what that means.
Sometimes you can utilize anger as that energy to wake you up and get you back, but you can't hurt anybody in the process.
You're not happy with anybody right now, right? You feel like everybody's against you?
Oh, totally. That I know.
There's a lot of paranoia.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sure. I don't know. I mean...
But see, that would make
the calls are coming in. I don't think it's paranoia.
What calls?
You know, any Bash Fez call.
Oh, so you mean the listeners?
Right, yeah.
What about all the regular people that you've been fighting with? Like all the people that we work with and all the people that we know, people on the message boards, whatever.
Yeah, I think...
The old Fezzy didn't used to have a battle a day.
No.
And then the old Fezzy, if I'm going to be a fucking shoot here, you would have had a way to tease Chris that we would all be laughing and fucking falling down and fucking pissing ourselves over. But it just got tense very quick, and that's not the way you used to be.
Right, yeah.
This is the way you used to be.
Nice big faggot of the opera hat for Al to wear. The faggot of the opera.
You were hysterical. You had all the funny jokes without anybody getting their feelings hurt. Witty. I go so far to say witty. Here's Sean. Sean, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, the roast is the 9th and the party's on the 10th, right?
Yeah.
Look, Fez, how do you plan on being at the roast?
Yeah, I'm going to be in Florida on the 10th.
So you're going to make the roast, but not the party.
I got to see what I can work out.
That's wild.
What? You're going to fly into Florida for Saturday and Sunday?
That's just the way to hurt Dave.
I mean, that's why I was saying it's on the 9th. That's why I was so...
9th.
Oh, I knew.
Oh, Fez. What did I do?
You don't like Dave?
Dave tries to go after me himself.
I don't. I've been trying to go after Chris for the last 30 minutes.
I thought you were on my side.
I am. I know. I mean, I am.
He's full now.
That's not everything.
Cool, he no longer needs you.
And the $50
By the way, that
spent
really
today.
is delicious. Pizza and cannoli.
I like the sauce.
I missed you guys. Haven't seen you in a while.
We got a break here. Chris, thanks so much for coming in. Let's go over everything. You got the new Mafia game. That's what?
MafiaPayday.com.
MafiaPayday.com. Then you got your big party. That's when?
It's July 9th to 9 p.m. Gotham Comedy Club, 208 West 23rd Street.
All right, let's get a thread up on RonFez.net about this. I'd like to see Draft GVAC. I'd like to see GVAC, who I think is a very funny man. I'd like to see him in a stand-up club doing a little bit of comedy, doing a little roasting. I think he would kill. I also wouldn't mind seeing the Blowhard out there.
He's natural.
Fred from Brooklyn. And, of course, our own Fez Watley. When we break, Mikey Background is going to be stopping by. And we're also going to be playing
Raise the Fist of the Meadow Triumph!
Ron Fez Show.
Back. We are back, and we're better than ever, baby.
And one of the things we said, like, that was just Mafia Life. Chris was in studio, said a word funny like an Italian guy, and it became a running bit that Ron created.
That was so funny. And that's what I'm saying, is that Ronnie B is cerebral. Ronnie B is surreal. Ronnie B is thought-provoking, but also thoughtful. This was a time where he was downright silly.
Yeah,
just having fun. It's just so much fun, too. Unbelievable.
He had that beautiful dichotomy where he could do both. On one hand,
everything.
He could just be spontaneous, improv off the cuff. On the other hand, he could be well-written, polished, prepared bits. And you usually don't find people who are that good at both. Usually you're either a prepared...
Well, you're saying both. I'm saying like 5 different things. I know what you mean. Yeah,
sure.
prepared and improv.
Yes, just that specific comparison.
Okay.
He was very good at doing both, right? On the one hand, bunch of improv, like we saw with that. We're about to play some audio here where there was a typo on another channel, and he turns it into a comedy pyramid just off the top of his head. On the other hand, one thing that he also did very well was the prepared bits. And I'm not even just saying like, oh, we're going to do something like a Fez tutorial. I'm talking the prepared with audio, with things like that as well. Even going back to the Young Detectives that he and Fez would do where they would solve the crime but end up killing somebody.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Oh, yeah.
All the way through, you know.
Early XM days for sure. Those produced bits.
That's what, yes.
Yeah, 100%.
So maybe less improv versus planned, but more produced bits versus just spontaneous is what I should have said.
You have to remind me, because I wrote a Ron Bennington Private Eye sketch, or was it Fez Watley, but Ronnie obviously is in it. And I have like some kind of weird sketch, but then we sort of moved on from production pieces. I will say one of the reasons why is because I very early on, whether it's 2005, right when Harry Elvis left and I got the job, or early, like late 2005 or early 2006. I remember that Ron and Fez had a whole thing, Fez and Ron would write them, or Fez would write out these sketches, and they were always hysterical. And then we would do them in post-production, but I swear to God, one time it took Earl like 3.5 hours. Now, it was 3.5 hours for like 3 minutes of production.
Yeah.
And that was a decision, because it's like, well, is it worth all that? Now, having said that, I'm sure Chris Stanley could have probably post-produced those things in 17 minutes.
And we see a lot of that continued on in specifically the Davey Wax Sports Show. You see a lot of the produced bits that you and him did, whether it be sketches or songs or things like that, as opposed to just sitting down and doing it.
I don't write out any of the sketches. Like Mike Francesa's all improv.
Blanca.
Oh yeah, well that's okay. So you're talking about the actual sketches
that you would do for the show. You guys
right,
would do
like Don Twiddles and stuff like that?
Yeah, exactly. The actual stuff is an element that I felt always kind of reminded me of the old produced bits Ron and Fez would do.
Oh, wow.
Because it was like guys doing outside of the radio work to then present to you.
Yeah, we were going for just good old-fashioned sketch comedy. I'm a big Kids in the Hall fan, certain hours of Saturday Night Live, Monty Python, The State. There's probably another Mr. Show.
Whose line is it anyway?
Yeah, that's different. That's a game show.
That was a joke.
That was a joke.
Yeah, it was improv. That was the opposite.
But at the same time, yeah, those were. But I hate to tell you, I hate to burst your bubble. We had no dialogue or scripts for those either. We just had an idea for something, and then it would be like, okay, I'm going to come in here. You just say something, and then I'll react as well. So they were more akin to Ron and Fez.
You might be able to tell.
Well, then
in a good way. In a good way, it felt very natural.
Outside of a board gossip, a Guy Geyerson on my part, or a Fezatorial on Fez's part, there almost nothing was written down, because you can't write stuff down for the radio. You'll be writing stuff all day long. So you just have something funny. Oh, I got a character, and then we'll improv and have fun with the character.
I mean, I will say to some extent, you and Chris, when you overlapped on the Ron and Fez show, had some produced stuff you would do that was reminiscent.
Bros Before Host.
Bros Before Host is what I was thinking of. That's one of them. Yeah. Pretty much those characters just evolved for either Molly's Cupcakes or...
But the Bros Before Host that Pepper and I did, those little sketches, which did get airtime, and I was quite surprised. I thought Rob would hate them. That's the point. They took exactly 7 minutes to produce. We produced them the way early Velvet Underground produced some of their records. It's just like, look, let's just do really stupid comedy, put a music bed underneath them, and do it. But yeah, the Ron and Fez produced sketches, always killer. But, all of Ron's stuff was always improv. That was just fly by the seat of your pants stuff, and very brilliant.
Absolutely. So, like I said, we've got the production, you've got the improv, we've got a combination of both. One of my favorite things is when Ron would do a produced bit with you or with Chris. I always kind of enjoyed that, because you got to see the sillier side of Ron that we almost kind of highlighted with Denjin a little bit. On air, not that he presented himself this way, but he was, the guy everybody looked up to. It's hard to get somebody like that to put there for other people to relax enough for him to be silly. But with a produced bit, it just felt like all gloves were off. And so what we're going to do now is I think we're going to play both sides of the coin. Completely improv.
We're playing both sides of the coin?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I mean, that's what you do, right?
Yeah, I
both
don't
sides of
know.
the album, I guess.
I think, yeah, that's probably the phrase.
Better, yeah. But no, so we've got a classic. One day you're looking through, what was it called on XM?
Pad data, and the guy, and honestly, this was usually Earl's, responsibility, sitting behind the board. He had to type in the pad data. Now, I can't 100% say if this was Earl that day, although, I mean, he should have noticed, because I was definitely in the studio, but it had said Ron and Rez.
So just,
and it had been saying that for a little bit.
For once, we are going to be able to let Earl completely off of the hook.
Okay.
Because the pad data wasn't on the Ron and Fez channel. It was on another station advertising Ron and Fez. So someone else from that station put it in.
What's wrong with that person? Ron and Rez? What the hell's a Rez? A Fez is a thing. It's the little red hat that people wear, for crying out loud. There is no such thing as a Rez. Jeez Louise.
And naturally, it becomes a color
sensational
comedy pyramid, where with people saying Fezervations instead of reservation.
Just changing F's and R's. Something as stupid and simple is also genius. Is they're just changing F's and R's around. Oh, fantastic.
And then you did one of my favorite things, which is you made a sound promo. Or a promo.
That's
Ron
right.
and Rez Thursdays.
It's Ron and Rez Thursdays. Yes, the old whip 'em out.
Ron and Rez.
Whip 'em out Wednesday type of deal. So we're going to listen to that. Aaron, we're going to listen to
a prepared bit, which I will have some questions for after to get a little more back to the Tales from the Satellite, which is Shock and Jock.
Oh, no, yeah. Shock and Jock is off the cuff, bro.
Was it really?
Yeah, it's not written down. This is what I'm saying. Nothing with Ron is written down. The only thing that's written down is Fez stuff and Dave stuff. But
this was pre-recorded because there were sound stingers and things like that. Was it not?
You know what this was? After the show, we were in the studio just busting balls, and we cracked the mics and recorded it. But there was no papers in front of us, and we're literally improving the whole goddamn thing.
True. I think where we're getting caught up on the misunderstanding here.
Well, let me explain to you then, because these are terms that we use. Prepared bit is you're sitting down, you have a script, a Fezatorial, a Guy Geyerson. That's a prepared bit. Anything else is just like, hey, I've got an idea, or hey, I got a gimmick today.
Right.
Or,
what would you call something like this that you very clearly didn't do on air, did a bunch of audio production work for after, and then presented on air, is where I'm getting lost. Because that's what I'm referring to. A bit.
Not prepared, though.
A pre-done bit.
No, just nothing. Just bit. How about just good old-fashioned bit? We don't need adjectives for it. I'm just telling you, if you want the behind-the-scenes vernacular of the Ron and Fez show, we didn't call these prepared bits at all, or produced.
No, I appreciate that. I guess I'm just trying to get a distinction for what I was referring to.
I guess if you want to get technical, it could be a produced bit, but prepared is equivalent with an actual script.
Okay. Perfect.
Just so you know, buddy.
Appreciate the.
I don't want you looking like a dummy. You do such a great job with these programs. You're the one who's going to be editing them. In other words, you're going to be producing these bits. So yeah, if you need an adjective, you could say produced bit, because you are right.
That's all I was trying to get at. Yeah.
It was produced.
Produced versus just raw off the cuff.
Yeah.
And so what we're going to play is Shock and Jog, one of everybody's favorites.
Okay.
Excellent. On that note,
Andy Costello over here.
Yeah. We will be back after this from the Ron and Rez and the Shock Jocks.
XM 139 runs a commercial for your show. What station's XM 139?
We'll do it now.
And it says every time the commercial runs, the pad data says Ron and Rez.
All right, someone's got to get. We need a spell check on pad data.
I know. Here's the problem, Rez. We have so many computers now that you can't even keep up.
And that wouldn't be us. That would be XM 139 who is screwing that pad data up. So we'll find out.
Rezzy and I understand that. Don't get angry.
Fezzy with an F.
Well, I'm just going by pad data. How's everything with you and Dave now?
I'd say about the same. Right there where it was before.
I'm trying my best. It's Happy Thursdays.
You're not trying your best. You keep calling me Rez now because of a pad data error.
I haven't said that once, Rez.
Mm-hmm. See, that's what you're doing. He's needling me.
Ace, you're on the run. Yeah, but you never explode, so what's the problem? Ace, you're on the Fez.
Hi, is this 866 Ron Zero Rez?
It is. Here, not going to do it, Mark. 866 Ron Zero Rez. That's 866 Ron Zero Rez. Tony, you're on Ron Rez.
Yeah, hey, buddies. Hey, I know tomorrow's Friday. Should I be expecting a resatorial?
You're not getting anything with a Rez name in it. There's not going to be a resatorial. My name is Fez.
How come you stopped doing the Fezatorials?
I thought people had tired of them.
So what you replace it with?
Nothing.
Are they tired of nothing? Troy, Minnesota.
Hey, Ronnie.
Yeah.
Listen, Ronnie, I'm unemployed right now, and I really got to do something here for a job, and I was wondering if you had any tips on how I can update my resume.
Your resume is important, particularly you have to keep it brief. And with your resume, it's going to be the first time that people have introduced you at all.
That is when you should use res.
Matt, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Hey, Ronnie, I just got to say, I really get emotional. I really miss Soundboard Rez.
866 Ron Zero Fez. Jay in New Jersey.
Yeah, hi. I'm calling for Rod Hilliard.
Got the wrong number. I'm sorry.
Oh, my bad.
866 Ron Zero Rez. 866 Ron Zero Rez. So what is the story with you and Dave, Rezzy? Where's this going?
Well, I think what the problem is, Dave does not have any respect for me. He has none.
How is that different from anyone else on the planet?
Dave tries to, I think other people do have it for me on the planet. Dave tries to undermine me. Dave tries to make something that isn't such a big deal a bigger deal. He searches and searches for ways to mock me.
Now, this is really interesting. I got these cigars yesterday from my good friend, Fred from Brooklyn. He picked them up down in the islands, hand-rolled. And I swear there's a seafood smell to this. There really is a seafood smell to this.
Smells like lobster?
I don't know if it's lobster. I can't exactly place it. It's driving me crazy. Here is Alex in New Jersey.
Hey, what's up?
Yeah.
So going back to that religion talk, I mean, don't you guys think that Catholicism will come back when Jesus is resurrected?
Well, the resurrection, and as a matter of fact, I was in a church called Resurrection when I was a kid, but it will really. I don't think he even gets resurrected this time. He'll just show up. Matt, you're on Ron and Fez.
What's up, buddies? Hey, Ronnie, I'm going into the city this weekend with my girl. I wonder if you could recommend a good restaurant to go to.
I'll tell you where I go for all the restaurants. It's htg.yelp.com. That's where I found out about all the restaurants in the city. And now a few other places. Unfortunately, we did not Yelp yesterday, or I would have one-starred this son of a bitch.
Yeah, it wasn't that good. Incidentally, Fezivor Dogs on this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, Fezivor Dogs, Tarantino's debut.
Who's your favorite?
Mr. Blonde, baby.
Rusty, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Yeah, my television, I have a problem with the resolution of it.
Just get a new TV. Here's our good friend, the Lady Trucker. Hello, Lady Trucker.
Good afternoon, gentlemen. I'm trying to remember what Rezzy's resolution was.
You always make a New Year's resolution.
I make resolutions. My name is not Rez. Just so everyone knows, despite what Stars 2 is doing on Sirius XM radio with my name and the mistyping, my name is not Rez. Do not listen to Sirius Stars 2 for that information.
Tim in Seattle, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Listen, I was recently fired from my job, and I think I was wronged, and I'm wondering if I can sue for restitution.
Get a lawyer. Kevin in Kevintown, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Hey, how's it going?
Good.
I've been listening to the show for a long time. I was just kind of hoping that Dave and Rez could come to some kind of resolution.
866 Ron Zero Rez, 866 Ron Zero Fez. Rezzy, all we are trying to do is for everybody to get along. That's you and Dave to stop this baby stuff. Eddie in Cleveland.
Yeah, I was wondering when you drop this bit and resume the regular broadcast.
I'm ready to resume the regular broadcast anytime.
We don't resume around here.
Jim, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Hey, Ronnie B. Sitting around here listening to you guys are great, but I'm bummed out. I ran out of smoke. I need to figure out the best way to smoke some pheasant out of my pipe.
Some pheasant, that's when you really know you're jonesing. If you're smoking the... Here's Rhino. What do you got for me, pal?
Yeah, I have been looking for a really good pheasant for some good bruschetta. You guys got any ideas?
I wouldn't even mind us putting out a Ron and Rez pheasant book. I think there's a market for it. I really do.
But the cover would be misspelled. because it would be, if you put out a Ron and Rez Fezaby book,
Yeah.
Rez would be misspelled, Fezaby would be misspelled.
Fezaby?
Fezaby.
What? Huh? Dave, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Yo, buddies, what's happening, guys?
Yeah.
So what were the results for Rez's bet about having sex? What happened to that?
Like everything else, it just goes away with no payoff. Mike, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Hey, Ronnie, I've been listening a long time. I'm just wondering, is Rez a rag?
866 Ron Zero Rez. 866 Ron Zero Rez. Where did Davey Mack run down the hall to?
He had to go cut a voicer for something.
Wow, doing a funny voicer, huh?
Maybe a
Wonder who
little
that rips.
Yeah, I wonder what that work's going to be involved in.
Will today be the day when he comes back in here? He's going to come back, and I guess he's going to play a funny song or a funny commercial. Will you finally have the balls to rise up?
Yes, I will.
But not your same stuff where you're just being a baby, one word. I mean, I want you to scare the piss out of him. I want you to make him think that you've lost it.
Will do.
I don't think he's going to do it. What do you think, Hicks?
It's 50-50. I think he might have it in today.
I don't think so. You know why?
Why?
Some guys like being a welcome mat. Let other guys come in, wipe their feet on them. Sam, what can we do for you?
Ron, I was wondering if we could just take a break from this and maybe play a little Phase the Wrist of the Metal Child.
All right, now you're not even using the "as" sound in it. Now you're just changing words that begin with F and R.
Stay in the stall, big man. Well, Dave isn't back yet. Save that energy. Jason, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Yeah, Ron, does this mean Rez is the father of Perez?
Yes. Yes, it does. Here is Sean. Sean, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Yeah, I wonder if I could make a request for some Trent Reznor, please.
There you go. Phase the wrist of the Metal Child. Brent, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm wondering. I've lived downtown most of my life. I'm thinking of moving into a residential area. Got any hints?
Look for a residential area. It's not that. It's a 3-letter name. F-E-Z. How can you not get it right on pad data?
Let me see your. Let's see this way it's spelled. Show me your driver's license.
Well, it's not on my driver's license, Ron.
Then it's not real. Alex.
Hey, buddies, did you say something about a Fez erection earlier?
Here is Ryan. Ryan, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Hey, if Rez blows a stint, would Dave give him mouth-to-mouth resuscitation?
Dave, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Hey, guys, I'd love to hear Fez rip Dave, but I have my reservations that he will.
Here is Adam. Adam, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Hey, Rez, do you still support restitution for the families of black slaves?
That's restitution. I have nothing to do with black slaves.
Why is everyone lining up against you?
They enjoy it. They enjoy it. They're led by Eastside Dave.
Because they can get away with it. You got to take their leader down today. Because I tell you this, he doesn't respect you and he doesn't fear you.
Mm-hmm.
And he's glad that he drank your liquor last night and then went home and had a lovely birthday party. And that ruined your night.
I don't think he had a lovely birthday party. I'm sure he wasn't even awake 2 minutes after he got home.
Driver, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Hey, Ronnie, hey, Rez, what's up?
Yeah.
Hey, I grew up right outside a huge Indian reservation, and let me tell you, those people are gay.
TJ, you're on the Ron and Rez show.
Hey, how you doing, boys?
Hey.
I was just calling to talk to the Ragged of the Opera.
866 Ron Zero Rez. 866 Ron Zero Rez.
You know, typos happen. I think everyone who's called in has probably made them in their lifetime.
So all you're saying is you made a typo?
I didn't even do it. This is Stars 2 on Sirius XM. They're the ones who did it.
How's Davey Mack coming along? How's Davey Mack coming?
He's coming. He's probably trying to find some studio right now, but he should be cutting it now.
Boy, they're screaming in that room of yours, huh?
Yeah.
Porn.com. First time ever, access to the entire porn.com site for free. Free instant access on porn.com. This means you're going to get access to the world's largest collection of adult videos, porn stars, photos, and DVDs. They've got everything you're looking for at porn.com. On porn.com, they're also going to give you a free password that's going to give you access to 47 bonus sites. 47 other sites that you're getting free access to thanks to porn.com. Sites like Camel Toe Hose.
Camel Toe Hose is great, Fezzi, because you take a woman and she has a camel toe. So that means that she wants it because her vagina looks exactly like a camel's toe. Hot, huh?
Free access, that's all through porn.com with their new free access policy. You also get access to sites like My MILF Boss.
My MILF Boss is a great site, Fezzi, because your boss is someone's mother and then you want to fuck her. So, by the way, My MILF Boss is also coming to NBC on Tuesdays this fall.
And also BlackFeetBootyStreet.com.
Blackfeet Booty Street. Nothing like it. You know, Fezzi, a lot of us white guys, we like black girls.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason is, the problem with white girls is their feet are so white. And what I need is some Black Street. Wait a minute, what is it?
Blackfeet Booty Street.
Yeah, it's Backfeet Booty Street. And by the way, I lived there for 3 years, and it's fantastic. Give me some of that Booty Street. Put that Booty Street out. Put your Booty Street out.
Here's how you get that free pass.
And you know what else to do on Booty Street? Pull your shorts up so I can see your camel toe. I'll see your back, feet. By the way, Blackfoot was also an Indian tribe. Very interesting.
So to get your free pass to go on porn.com.
The password is just Booty Street. I'm going to give it to you now.
Go to the homepage. Find the banner ad in the middle of the page that says limited time special offer. Get instant free access. Click on that and you're going to be sent to the VIP registration page and they're going to give you the rest of the instructions there.
By the way, when you get to the reservation area, ask for Carla.
This is at porn.com. You must be 18 years or older to join.
Or get your brother to help you.
And you will have to provide proof of age by using a credit card or an online check at sign-up.
That could be out of your mom's purse.
And then you get your free pass to the world's favorite porn site, porn.com.
I know what I'm going to be spending all my time on Blackfoot Booty Street.
BlackFeetBootyStreet.com. Porn.com. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity here for this free access pass. Go to porn.com right now and get your fantastic free membership, all from porn.com.
Quick break, and we're back. Dave versus East Side, finally. Ron and Fez Show.
It's Running Reds Thursdays. Running Reds Thursdays.
Running Reds. Running Reds.
It's Running Reds Thursdays. Running Reds Thursdays.
Running Reds. Running Reds.
Ron Reds Show.
It's Running Reds Thursdays. Running Reds Thursdays.
Running Reds. Running Reds.
Oh, let's hear it one more time.
It's Running Reds Thursdays. Running Reds Thursdays.
Running Reds. Running Reds.
See what he did there, Fez?
Yeah, I see exactly what he did there.
Bring the Davey Mack in.
50%.
I see exactly what he did there.
I'm not all that familiar with these guys, but, we'll see how it works out. I hope it works out for the best. Supposedly they're the hardcore guys. They're on the edge. Let's just try to listen to a couple of minutes that we were able to pull off. They're called Shock and Jock.
Shock and Jock, your inner soul, the pussy. There's it.
You know who annoys me? Cripple kids. These lazy brats.
You're so fucking needy, man. Get a job. For Christ's sakes! The fucking whole country has jobs! And this little cripple spaz can't get up off his head? I see lots of cripples at McDonald's! Shocking!
I don't know what country these cripples come from, but I say nuke them and turn it to glass. Turn it to glass.
And take that glass and make like a nice glass house out of it. Keep plants warm. I don't know what the fuck. I ain't no scientist. Dick. People try to sit here and tell me what to do. My fucking career. I'm trying to do what I can. I got my wife at home. I got her mother-in-law up my ass. Oh, fuck.
Last night I turned on the TV, 2 minorities and 2 slits. Talking to each other. Blah, 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 blah.
You call that TV? Jesus Christ! There's some people who look like me on that fucking show.
Everybody should look like us. Literally.
I don't want anyone tanner or paler or different eye shape than me, ever.
Here's what I hate. Minorities, salespeople, listeners, and the GM, who we call the beer. Drop in a toilet sound effect. Shocky Jock. You can't get laid. Shocky Jock. All right, that's Shock and Jock. I guess that's the new show coming to XM 202, The Virus, and Sirius 197. Apparently, they're on the edge.
Hardcore.
They're in your face.
Yeah.
Fez.
A little bit.
They're in your face.
They're on the edge.
And they, my opinion, they go a little too far, but thank God this is an XL channel.
Yeah.
Because the fact that we're an XL channel, maybe we'll be able to put up with them. And
apparently it's going to stay that way.
You know what? They've got a righteous anger. They got a righteous anger, and that's why they call themselves Shock and Jock. Shock and Jock. We got some more audio with Shock and Jock.
Shock and Jock, they say all the things to your boss that you're afraid to say. Shock and Jock.
Who's at the fucking phone? Is that the GM?
Fuck him.
He tried to show up his ass in here.
Oh.
I'll fucking throw this at him.
Let me tell you something, and he probably doesn't want you people to know it, but we want you to know what happens here. Our GM has a retarded son, and he takes him to retard school. All right? He takes him to retard school, and now he wants to tell us what to do.
Fuck him. He deserves what he gets. He deserves a mentally retarded son for the way he treated us. Fuck him. Which reminds me, the guy coming up after us sucks. We're the only ones here any good.
Let me tell you something. Their music is 40 years old. Ours is 30 to 27 years old. Way better. Way better.
A lot.
Let's take a caller right now.
Yeah, Shock and Jock. Fuck off. Fuck off. The fuck. Call up in here with your fucking opinions? You try and talk to us? You don't fucking call up here. Been doing this for fucking 2.5 years.
By the way, come out and meet us this Thursday. We'll have bumper stickers.
We're gonna have a lot of shit.
Our bumper stickers are completely black. No faggot letter.
You don't have to write anything on it. You want to write something? Get your own bottle of white out and write out the name of our showdown.
Do this. Take the white out, put it in your asshole. Try to make fucking letters with your asshole.
Let's see you shit out white out. Well, I can't do it, you fucking spaz. That's why you're not on the radio.
Oh.
In the front of the microphones like us. Shock and Jock, it's like they're in your head.
That's Shock and Jock. I guess their Shock Jock show coming to us is Shock and Jock. A little extreme for my taste. But, you know, it seems to be something the kids are into. The kids seem to like it. Let's go over to Mike. Mike, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, Ronnie, all that Shock and Jock show needs the third mic, and they could call him Fuckster.
866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez. Running the new show now on the virus It's Shock and Jock. I guess they're what you would call shock jocks. And they get out there and they say things that are so shocking that you have to listen to them. That's the point with these guys. You might not like everything that you hear, but you're shocked by it. A couple of the things that they said absolutely shocked me. I also noticed a lot of self-laughing.
Yeah, outrageous, I guess is a word. Outrage and outrageous, I guess, are the words that describe Shock and Jock. And that's coming to the virus, XM202, Sirius 197.
Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Hi, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, how you guys doing today? Shock and Jock, Shock and Jock.
All right, come on, stop it.
Jeez.
Cut it out. Let us do our show.
Come on, man.
Let me do my show. Sir, let me do my show.
Shock and Jock, Shock
Please,
and Jock.
I can't speak now.
Shock and Jock,
I can't,
Shock and Jock,
but I can't speak over you.
Shock and Jock, Shock and Jock.
Please let me, give me the opportunity to do my show.
Okay, fine, go. Shock and Jock,
Shock and Jock,
Shock and Jock,
please. Sir.
Pain in the ass.
Sir, now because you're,
Shock and Jock, Shock and Jock.
that's fine that you're a fan of them, but Fez and I should be able to do our show without you disturbing us.
Or blowing up our phone lines.
Shock and Jock, Shock
Please,
and Jock, Shock and Jock, Shock
let
and
me,
Jock, Shock and Jock, Shock
I
and
have
Jock,
no
Shock and
defense.
Jock.
Come
I have
on.
no defense.
Shock and Jock, Shock and Jock, Shock and Jock.
Wait, wait, I just thought of something. I'll hang up. Eddie, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Boy, I am just thankful that the virus is an XL channel.
Well, right now I'm shocked. I don't know what to do. I don't understand it. And I don't even understand the mentality of the people that would like this show. Plum, you're on Ron and Fez.
Hey, that's what's happening.
Yeah.
Hey, S&J Car Hole number 1.
Oh, jeez.
When's the show going to be on? It sounds unfreaking believable. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Apparently it's going to be playing right here on the virus. And excuse me for saying this, I'm shell-shocked right now. I'm absolutely shell-shocked. And I hope people understand that a lot of this stuff, it's not even talent. It's just shocking. Barry, you're on Ron and Fez.
Ronnie, you got any more clips of these? I'd like to know their opinions about people in suits. Or maybe the Taliban.
Shock and Jock, mornings in Ann Arbor.
Fucking protesters are out again. Just shut the fuck up
Shut
already.
your fucking
Just
mouth.
shut the fuck up,
Shut the
protesters.
fuck up. We disagree with everyone but each other. You fucking assholes. Fuck off. Fuck you. Your whole fucking ass is shit. I'm surprised you don't just drink piss and eat shit. I hope your mother gets an awful disease.
I swear to God, those other fucks, our competitors, fuck with us. I'll
Fuck
fucking
you.
kick their asses.
Fuck them.
I will fucking kick your asses.
You know something? You work on a different radio station. You
I'll
fucking
knock you
jerk.
out.
Jerk off.
Son of a bitch, I'll knock your fucking kids.
You live in a
house.
You're in a different format. A completely different format than us. So fuck you.
You don't get it. You don't understand what we did with our demographic, dick.
Fuck.
We fucking appeal to everybody. In this age range to that age range.
Check the numbers, you fuckers. Check the numbers.
Look at the books.
Check it out.
Look at it.
Hey.
We're proving.
Come in and talk to our sales holes. They'll fucking tell you. They'll tell you.
That's if they're not busy writing shitty copy for our live read.
Fuck them.
What am I supposed to do? Read this shit?
Fuck them. What does it say? Words? You
Fucking
asshole.
product? Do I have to go where to this website for this? Bullshit.
Fuck this. Fuck this.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. We will jump.
Sitting here trying to fucking do a radio show for you people.
We're trying to make radio.
Shock and Jock, listen to them before they fuck you.
Wow.
It's intense.
Too intense for me. I mean, I tell you the truth, that's not the first thing I'm looking for in a radio show. As very much of it is self-involved. There's a lot of self-laughter. And yet they're popular with the young men. They're very, very popular with the young men. And I think it's because the young men think so much. Matt, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Yes, all the other shows on Serious Virus, shock level goes to 10. This one goes to 11.
All right, maybe we're yesterday's news. Now the new show, Shock and Jock. Shock and Jock. Matter of fact, the one thing that's funny, though, is it sounded like they were very tired when they did that. They sounded almost sleepy. Here is... let's go over here to Stan. Stan, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hi, Ron. Hi, Fez.
Yeah.
I was hoping if you could help us out, just in case I'm driving my children to school. I know you work for the station. Maybe you can talk to the GM or someone to get this trash off the radio.
It seems like right now...
Pay good money.
I mean, they've only been to the virus for a short time, but it seems to me like they're running the whole damn thing. They just seem like they're doing everything.
Take it up with management, buddy.
Right here.
Yeah.
And it's not right. If I can get an address for a letter, I'll get all of my friends. We could write in and petition.
All right, here's Eric. Eric, you're on the Ron and Fez show. Oh, jeez. How are you, Eric?
Yo, what's up, buddies? Yo, I heard these guys, Shock and Jock, they're having a meet and greet at the local strip club, man. It's crazy.
They love breasts.
Yeah.
That's the big thing about them. They absolutely love women's breasts. They say it's a fatty tissue on the top of their chest. That's really, really exciting.
You're going to hear about it.
It's the fatty tissue that that just keeps them aroused. Here is Neil. Neil, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hello, boys. I am just appalled by these Shock and Jocks. I have a retarded son, and it's very hard for him to get a job, especially in this job market. I mean, I'm appalled.
I'm in the same way. I never really bring this up. I have 3 retarded kids with a previous wife, and they were so retarded that I walked out on them. And now when I hear this, it hurts me because I think somewhere someone's making fun of those kids. And I forget where they live, somewhere out west. I think it's either like in Texas or maybe even New Mexico.
Can't even visit, huh?
I don't want to. But they're out there somewhere, and I love them. I love them. I think they're making ashtrays or some kind of retarded thing that they picked up on. I'm not sure what they do. But I love those kids, and I don't want anybody making fun of them. Coming up a little later on in the show, we're going to keep this going with a Rorschach rant. Rorschach rant coming up very soon. Do you know what the topic's going to be today?
I do.
Yeah.
Do you want me to say it?
It's up to you.
Oh, yeah, it's about Die Hard.
All right, good.
Die Hard with a Vengeance, I believe, actually.
Finally.
Which Die Hard is that?
That's the third.
That's the third one?
Yeah, the third one.
Perhaps the most forgotten of all the Die Hards. Ed, you're on Ron and Fez.
Why you call me retarded? I'm not retarded. I'm just a little slow.
All right. We can't even do our show because of the Shock and Jockers out there making things happy.
Shock and Jock, listen to them before they fuck you.
All right, let's go to today's Puke of the Day. Every day we give away the Puke of the Day award.
That makes me sick. The Puke of the Day makes me sick just like you fucking fags.
The Puke of the Day just makes us want to puke.
They're like something was puked out. Today's Puke of the Day.
Women's lip. They want everything we got. Tough. Let's see you work for it. Everything's on a silver platter just because you got a couple of hoo-ha's.
The only women I like are in Maxim magazine.
That's because they don't talk back. You know what? They keep their mouth shut in that magazine.
Why I milk myself all over.
Fuck them. I'll tell you what, I'm fucking sick of old people, too. I am sick and tired.
Just die. Just die.
Here's who we hate.
Sales, old people, minorities, women.
I hate them especially. The one thing is I hate women, I hate gay people.
Oh, gays.
I just like men like me. Just men like me. That's what. That's all I want. Makes my life easier. I can speak the truth.
Oh, and I'm very religious. I have decided my religious views were the ones that was handed to me as an infant. Obviously, Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, is the only thing that's protecting me from cripples, godheads, retards, fags.
I hate all of them. They ain't religious. Don't you question my love of God. If you do, I'll shoot you in the fucking head. That's how we do it.
Drives me crazy.
I'm out of here.
Shocky Jock, mornings in Ann Arbor.
Sometimes I feel like Rez might be easier to do a show with.
Who? What are you talking about?
For you. See how I got out of that one real quick? Now, Shock and Jock. Ron and Rez, classic. We know where it came from. Seems pretty cut and dry. You, Needling, Fez. It's a tale as old as time, right? Shock and Jock, especially with the information you gave me that it was just you guys kind of riffing off air. Were you guys kind of making fun of anybody at the time? Or
Well, we were on the Open Ante channel, but it was not a direct thing against O&A. It was more of just like, who knows? The conversation may have been as innocent as like O&A are great, but then you got the Tom Leikuses, the Greasemans. A lot of times in the post-show meetings, Earl reads, these are the people for guests, and maybe anyone have an idea for something for tomorrow? Or, hey, these people are coming in to the studio tomorrow. Let's make sure we have this and that, so on and so forth. And then it's just fucking good old-fashioned. We're talking sports. We're talking movies. And by the way, all of that is good too, because when we're talking sports, we're talking movies, we would use that stuff usually a lot of times the next day. Ron might be like, hey, we were talking after the show yesterday, and Dave, had this thing about, John Casale, the guy from Fredo and Godfather. That becomes a little 15-minute conversation. So, because I told Ron one day that, I thought John Casale's the best actor of the 70s.
No,
because everyone thinks that decade either belongs to Pacino, De Niro, or Nicholson. I'm here to say John Casale was in 5 movies in the 1970s, all 5 nominated for Best Picture. 3 of them won Best Picture. John Casale, Godfather, The Conversation, Godfather 2, Dog Day Afternoon, Deer Hunter. Brilliant actor, sadly died. Don't want to make it dark here, but did die of a health issue sometime in the early 80s. That's why we didn't see him in any more movies. But that's an example of we're just chewing the fat. We're just shooting that shit to the sky. We're just, having a little fun, talking about some stuff. And it more than likely, at least in my mind's eye, was just about you got the Imuses and the Sterns, or they're just the Tom Leikuses and stuff like that. And so we just started to mock that whole we're gonna be shocking them, we're gonna be jocking you, we're gonna be talking about sex, and we're gonna be we got some strippers in here, and we're gonna be seeing what's going on with the ladies, and all that kind of shit.
No, I get that. And because of the breadth of targets you guys made,
yeah,
it feels like it was just kind of venting about the Shock and Jocks.
It really was. It was not O&A specific. It was just more of a generic shock jock diatribe.
One interesting thing I thought while listening back was a caller called in and was like, sounds like you guys need a character called the Fuckster. Which definitely made it seem like he thought you were being Opie and Jimmy.
There you go. They thought Opie and Jimmy. Oh, that's interesting.
Or no, I mean Jimmy and Anthony. Because the Opster. So I think he was being like, oh, you just need another guy that's just kind of a jerk off.
I just saw them as a couple of Leikuses.
I can see that.
Who was kind of that type of dude, which is everything is going to be, we're gonna, women are, so annoying. It's unbelievable. All they're good for is, having your way with them, and just kind of annoying bullshit that we do. Nationally syndicated show. You're like, how the hell?
Now, I wasn't sure if the timelines lined up, but I remember it was around this era where Jason Ellis joined the channel.
Okay, yeah.
I thought perhaps this was very much...
No.
I could see it being a Jason Ellis.
I will say I did a Jason Ellis character on Sam and Dave, though.
Really?
Which did get a talking to from Rob Cross, and it's like, Jason Ellis is making a lot of money here. I mean, I'm like, it's a fucking stupid little parody of this guy. So I did do a Dave Ellis with the stupid Australian accent and shit like that, and all that kind of thing. But then, no, Jason Ellis was not involved. Otherwise, you would have heard the Australian accent.
Okay. The reason I thought that is at the time he had come in and was doing things with a dog shock collar and
right,
the shockiest of the jockiest.
Oh yeah.
but
Extreme Radio. We're going to electrocute you live on the air. We've got our favorite stunt boy. His name is Timmy, and we're going to shoot him in the head live on the air. That's going to be at half after the hour. Quack, quack.
that what I find funny is if you look at where his career trajectory took him, he ultimately ended up doing like the tamest of tame shows with Tony Hawk of all people. So he went from being a complete shock and jock, Jason Ellis, to like sitting down and breaking down, you know.
Well, yeah, he did, didn't he? He was doing Stern appearances for a while, and then didn't he have some sort of meltdown, or am I wrong?
I don't know all the details.
Okay. Yeah, I don't either.
I still found him entertaining at both points. This wasn't about Jason Ellis.
No,
it was about shocking and jocking.
This is shocking and jogging, Daddy.
How often did you have something like where you were just talking off the air that then became a produced bit like that? That's something that you just, all right, you know what? Actually, throw the mics on. This is funny. And let's grab this and we could turn it into something. It feels, the reason I ask is it feels like any conversation you actually had with Ron, I would walk away from going, man, that could have been on air.
Well,
I feel like he's that entertaining of a person.
Yeah, oh yeah, that would happen a lot. Just an interesting conversation or something like that, we wouldn't necessarily record it. Shock and Jock, I think, really is a rare example. It's that, oh, this is a fun topic, or no, that's a silly little bit or a fun character. Let's do this tomorrow. You know, get a music bed. Make sure you got a music bed for it tomorrow. You know, and then come in and just fuck around. Shock and Jock, though, like I said, that was too good because we were making each other laugh so much. So even Earl Douglas was enjoying Shock and Jock.
Earl was a huge part of it too, which was very impressive.
No, but I enjoyed that because I bet you there were people at WNEW when Earl worked there who were not O&A, is what I'm saying, that he thought, oh boy, yeah, this could be based on that guy. Some of these, DJs and radio folks have massive egos for some bizarre reason. Well, I think because when you speak into the microphone for a living, it can fuel narcissism if you don't watch out. Because and then it's a reminder. You go into a store and no one knows who the hell you are, and you go, yeah, I ain't no celebrity, I ain't no big shot. But some of the radio folks definitely get a swell head because you're speaking into a mic for 4 hours, But Earl was loving it, so I'm like, I wonder if this is like a Scotzo. Scott Muni is what I was. But then Earl always would say Scott Muni was great to him off the air. So, but I bet you there were some, I don't know if it's a Dave Herman or maybe even a Carol Miller who got the let out in WNEW, but I don't know. But somebody, Earl was thinking of someone. Yeah,
I bet you it was that radio chick.
Might have been her.
I don't know. I feel like I hear her name referenced and nobody ever has a bad thing to say, so I just wanted to take a shot.
No one has a bad thing to say?
Yeah, or a good thing. Nobody's like, oh, she's great. Nobody's like, oh, she's terrible.
So no one has a thing to say about
She's just on the station. Oh, the radio chick was there. Like, that's the reference. Like, you just hear her brought up. Yeah.
Yeah, because I did hear from some people that she might not have always been pleasant to work with.
Really?
I'm not going to name names. Chuck Nice. Anyway.
That's not who I thought you were referencing. I'm glad you clarified. Because a certain former Ron and Fez producer who you're friends with still also worked for her, and that's who I thought.
Who?
Al Dukes.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, that's why I thought you were. That's who I thought you were.
Oh, I didn't know that Al worked with her.
I'm glad you cleared that.
When was that?
Pre Ron and Fez.
Wow, what a small, weird world we live in.
So tiny.
Yeah.
It's tiny like Earl cuts his sandwiches, which we're not talking about today, but just a fun reference. The other thing, so produced bits were rare like that, but just the ability to run with the Ron and Rez, to have the insight, to trust you, to make a produced bit. We see a lot of that through and through.
Don't forget, Robert, we're going to stop at Walgreens.
Oh, I am not forgetting because I know I owe you cigarettes. Because you're a bum.
No. You made me give a cigarette to the security guard on her way up to modern day man.
He laid his life down
for
this country. He wears the hat that says it all the time, but he definitely didn't get it to go.
I don't look at people's hats carefully enough, I guess. That's the problem. Or it's that I think I need glasses. I'm just postponing that.
I just don't know what you thought U.S. Army veteran meant.
I didn't look at his hat.
Oh, is this guy a swarmy vet? I don't know. I didn't have time to think of anything good there because I'm not Ron Bennington. Now, we talked when you did have produced bits, and despite the fact that you didn't have things written, there was a certain quality level, whether it be musical beds for things like that you were doing on the air that came up spontaneously or were planned, things like that Ron did. And Fez held the show too. Like it had to be of a certain quality.
Sure, yeah.
Sound levels were something we hear brought up a lot, which is funny because YouTube compresses it so much.
Like when Ron found someone's umbrella and then found a way to give it back to him and then played, what was it, Sarah McLachlan, The Hero?
Yeah.
They're like something.
And a hero.
All Ron did was tell Earl, hey, Earl, make sure you have this Sarah McLachlan song ready. But again, that's then he, improv the whole thing.
Exactly.
Afterwards.
And it's beautiful.
Yeah. Those music beds are great, for the radio and stuff. And that's why I always say it's like radio is its own art form. It's its own thing. And it's when it's, what's watered down radio and podcasting is just like Celebrity A sits next to Celebrity B, and then we're not talking Unmasked.
No.
Celebrity A sits next to Celebrity B. Ashton Kutcher sits next to Justin Long, and they're just going to bullshit for an hour. It's like that. Okay, yes, we get it, but you're not exploring the audio terrain which radio and podcasting provides.
And that was like the death of Sirius's popularity, but it's gotten even worse now. Where like you've got guys like Bert and Tom Segura, who openly admit while doing their podcast together they hate it. It's like, then why are you doing it?
They hate doing the podcast?
Yeah, they both took a month off because they needed it and let 2 other comedians host it. Like, it's not a radio show. You know what I mean? Like, no one's... It's just... It's gotten so bad.
People go, what happened to radio? It's because, unfortunately, a lot of radio stations, but especially, the podcasting world, and I hate to say it, some of the satellite radio world, it's like, well, we just got to get the celebrity in. Celebrities lose interest, man. If they're a rock star, if they're an actor, even if they're a comedian necessarily, it's like, I want to be doing stand-up and get that live reaction. You have to have a love of this domain.
And come ready to put the same amount of work in. You can't just show up and be funny.
That is true. We were always trying to think of just
even if
stuff.
Yeah.
Just think of stuff.
You don't have to write jokes, but just have ideas ready to go. And part of what we're going to play the last bit here, and there's a lot to talk about in this one, so we'll come back after we've run into Walgreens.
Well, I was going to say, can we go into Walgreens, or is that illegal?
I don't think we should do that. You go to this Walgreens a lot. We don't want to make enemies.
They love me at this Walgreens.
Right.
So you think they would
This is the
take
one
it
town
personally?
left in this area that they like you.
I love this Walgreens.
Every other store, they do not like you.
All right, fine. You're right. That Supercuts down there, I'm banned from.
Yes,
Right
exactly.
down there.
On that note,
We just drove past it.
we're going to play a time when somebody tried to get outside production for the Ron and Fez show, and you, of all people, shut it down, but it created one of the greatest moments, interactions between Ron and Fez and Opie Anthony, and there's even a little Steve C sprinkled in there. We'll play it right now. It's the Fuck O&A promo.
See. All right, you said you had a complaint call last night about Eastside Dave.
Yeah, I got a call from Don Wiki Wicklund from XM headquarters in D.C.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently Dave had asked Wiki for some new sweepers, some new promo things to run during our show.
Uh-huh.
That would be done by the production staff in D.C. And I guess Don sent him these things, and Dave rejected them, turned them back.
Really, Dave? Come on in here.
So so Wiki called me to say Dave doesn't know what he's talking about.
So how long have you been in radio now?
Close to 4 years.
What?
Yeah, 4 years. I started in 2002.
Doing what? I thought you started with us.
90.5, baby, WBJB, down in New Jersey.
So you know sweepers. You've done this kind of work before?
Yes, I have.
And you didn't like these?
I just thought there was some material that I objected to and found not necessary for the Ron Fez show.
What did Wiki say to you?
He said, well, Dave, I think that they're funny, and maybe the guys should hear them. And
I got to agree
they'll
with that.
probably hear 'em.
I got to agree with that because Fez called me with this last night.
All right.
And I basically said, why would Dave make the fucking move without checking with me and Fez? I mean, I don't mind that you're out there going, we need new sweepers. Oh, I don't like these sweepers. But you bring them back for Ron and Fez to listen to.
True, but, you know...
We have them now?
Yeah, we should have those. Earl, you got them?
All right, what you got one that you really object to? Want to play that one up front?
Yeah. Earl knows which one I'm talking about.
Earl, did you hear these?
Yes, I did.
Did you like them or not like them?
No, I didn't. I did not like them.
Really?
All right, that's 2 strikes against Wiki.
I don't know. I can't believe this. First time ever. Earl's standing with Dave. Dave's standing with Earl.
Yes.
Now I can't wait to knock both your asses down. This is going to be really an easy shot for me. Because they're standing in line, Fez, like the fucking English army.
We're the bonding brothers these days, I'm telling you.
So you heard it and you said before he turned them down and you agreed with him.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with him. I just thought...
Fez, have you heard these yet?
No, I have not heard these.
No, I haven't either. Nor, of course, I haven't heard the Death Metal Mousy Day because people hide things from me. All I hear about is from Michael from Wall, New Jersey. Is it Wall?
Wall, yeah, W-A-L-L. Just like
what
a
kind
wall.
of crazy fucking name is that for a town?
It really sucks. And right next to Wall is Brick.
They ought to build a wall around Wall, and then nobody will understand what it is.
The town names of New Jersey, there's no fucking imagination at all.
It
Brick.
really sounds like it's missing something, like it should be Wall Beach or Wall Lake or something.
Now, the name Brick is kind of cool, though. I don't know what it is about it, but, you know.
They are hard-ass down there.
Yeah.
Their football team's been undefeated since 72.
I wouldn't even have a thing. I would just call my football team the Brick. The high school would be the Brick. Because I'd be like, I don't know if I want to fucking play the Brick. I'm afraid of them.
You don't want to play Brick.
All right, so you turn these down. You don't even know who did them. It's just some anonymous production
Some guy
team.
in D.C., right.
All right, let's take a listen.
XM202, Ron and Fez. XM202, Ron and Fez. Fuck Opie and Anthony.
What?
Excuse me?
This is what they want us to play during our show. On the day that we just rename the channel.
Martini's team.
This is what XM has sent to us.
Really? Happy anniversary, O&A.
All right, let's take another listen.
Let's listen to that one again, Earl.
XM202, Ron and Fez. XM202, Ron and Fez. Fuck Opie and Anthony.
All right,
Really?
hey, yeah.
I'm telling Opie you played that. I'm a big tattletale.
Now, to me, it sounds like Adam Carolla is now doing the fucking voice work for us. So this shows up when?
This showed up yesterday, sometime in the early afternoon, yeah.
Yeah.
And I listened to him, I was horrified. I'm like, holy shit! I was going to delete him, too, but,
Yeah.
you know, I just decided, all right, well, let me, in case the boys want to hear him.
All right, let me hear the next one.
XM202, Ron and Fez. It's like dipping your dick in creme brulee.
Oh, God! Oh! God damn it!
The hot sugar on top burns at first, but when you get past that, it's not bad. That's kind of how their show is. Not bad. XM202, Ron and Fez.
All right, Adam Carolla is fucking now doing voice work.
What's with the penguin noises that have to start the promos? Listen closely, but every promo starts with rah, rah. What was that Burgess Meredith bullshit?
All right, go back and play the first one. That's way more controversial.
XM202, Ron and Fez. XM202, Ron and Fez. Fuck Opie and Anthony.
So far, that's the only one I like.
That's the keeper?
Do you have an intern writing your
I wrote
brazen intern writing your promos?
I actually wrote the liners, and I still have the email, and it was Ron and Fez, XM202.
That's all. Just as generic as possible.
It was so generic. It was just basically for a different voice.
You wrote down just those specifics. Did you catch yourself doodling by any chance? Fuck O&A.
Yeah.
Just drawing it.
Was there a little typo before you faxed it on down to the production department?
Let me hear the third one.
Ron Bennington. Fez Watley. Fez is the one with the dental surgery. That's why we had to change his name, because he couldn't say it otherwise. It was a big dental accident. Like the drill went out of control and everything. It was flying around his mouth. He was trying to save himself.
A little bit of water. Yeah.
XM202. Ron and Fez.
All right, that one just confuses me.
Yeah, I don't understand it. That makes me miss Ramon promos.
Thank you, Fezzy.
Sorry, Steve.
All right, let's keep them going, Earl. Steve, you loving these, though?
No. No, I do appreciate the creativity because, you know, you got to blow your load creatively every once in a while, but it's got to have some, it's got to make some kind of sense. That's really just letting a panther loose in a room full of models kind of thing.
And maybe not insult every show on the channel.
So you'd go in a different direction.
Yeah, slightly. It doesn't, I mean, I don't get the dental reference. Did that have anything to do with the show? I didn't.
No, and I can pronounce my name.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, let's hear the next one.
XM202, Ron and Fez. This recording was produced by people that never heard the show. Can't you tell?
Yeah, I can tell. I really starting to have the feeling for it.
Yeah, that's not a hard code to crack there.
That should tag every promo.
And you know what it sounds like? It's like some one of those like shock jock shows in the Midwest that, you know, we're in your face.
Yeah. And that obviously hates you. Why the venom?
All right, let's.
We never heard their show.
Yeah, I know. Normally, this is what people would play when they were across the street trying to fuck with you. You don't play them about yourselves. All right, let's hear the next one, Earl.
Ronnie and Fezzy had a treehouse once. Now they work on the radio.
Ron Bennington.
Fez Watley, XM202.
I like the treehouse thing.
All I can hear is the penguin now.
Yeah.
It's way too distracting. Every promo has it. Yeah, what the fuck?
All right, here is. Let's go back to one. That's the cream of the crop.
XM202, Ron and Fez. XM202, Ron and Fez. Fuck Opie and Anthony.
All right, so
it's growing on me.
Yeah, so far that's the only one we're keeping.
It sounds like some passive aggressiveness is being worked out through production.
It sounds like JV and Elvis are starting to write our sweepers for us. I don't understand it. All right, so you guys turn them down without even giving them to us.
I think that's why, yeah.
So then Wiki goes, what? You fucking turn these down? He calls Fez at home and goes, what's with Dave?
Yeah, the exact quote I got from Wiki is, Dave is a fucking retard.
True. That would be a great fucking sweeper for the show.
That's a great, if you could get Wicklund to actually voice that and put like a whoosh bang behind it. That's a sweeper.
I don't disagree with that.
Dave's a fucking retard.
Well, I don't disagree with that sentiment, but as you can see, these little promos were unfit for broadcast, in my opinion.
Wow. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at you.
If Steve backs me up, then I feel pretty damn confident in myself.
No, you know what, dude? You just got to write promos that have something to do with the show. You know, if
you're the one that's supposed to write them, Dave.
Yeah.
Not just you didn't want anything for the show. You don't care, right?
No, I did. I wrote the sweep. I actually wrote sweepers, not necessarily promos.
Right.
I just wanted to work on the sweepers first and see how they sounded before we get into more lengthier promos. I had a whole thing going on in my head here, Mr. B.
So the fuck O&A wasn't supposed to play during O&A's show.
No, it wasn't supposed to. I think it's safe to say it wasn't supposed to play, period.
Everybody's having a little snack during the thing, and they hear that. What the hell?
I'll tell you, Dave, the XM guys down in D.C. are really a bunch of creative production guys, but you have to give them some kind of direction. If you just hand in, give me some generic Ron and Fez liners and tell these guys to go nuts, they will go nuts because they sit in rooms with no windows all day.
All day long, probably doing them for 140 channels.
Yeah, and they don't know, and they probably don't listen, and they're just like, this sounds funny, because when you're in a room by yourself for that long, your ideas start to go, a little bit crazy. You start thinking of like little Guatemalan houseboys and stuff like that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and a promo should never start a radio war. Ever. Not on your own station.
No.
That's a good point.
A lot of interpretation there, so don't let those in.
Do your own work,
Okay.
is what it all comes down to. Don't expect them to work for you.
Well, I thought the actual liners where I said Ron Bennington, Fez Watley, XM202. I had
You just wanted something generic, something.
Well, just to start, Mr. B.
Yeah.
And again, we'll build from there. I just wanted to see how they sound, how the voice sounded, and then from there, I'll go, okay, this was cool, and then we'll build up. You know, that's the way I thought it was going to go.
Yeah. I wouldn't trust you to edit out the fuck O&A part of it.
Well, no, I didn't care for it. That's why I said I object to these promos.
Wow,
Don.
that's your first time, right?
And I emailed back to him too.
And what did he say to you?
He said, Jesus, Dave, you didn't get it. These are funny. Playing for Ron Fez tomorrow, and hopefully they'll find them funny, too.
Well, we did, but we're still not using them. We found them funny for the wrong reason.
So it worked 50%.
I know in my heart that I'm funny.
You are Fezzy.
In your own way, you are. In your own way, you are. Now, Steve, you handed something that Brother Joe sent us today.
Yeah, Joe sent me a song that he wrote for Fezzy last night, and so I handed it off to Dave this morning.
Beautiful.
Really?
Let's take a listen to that.
Fez loves Dawn, don't want man ass anymore. Could it be she's made him go from gay to bi? And did I hear him say on that radio yesterday that he no longer wants to fuck a guy?
She's 41 and Fez calls her his lady. Earl and Ronnie say that he's gone crazy, 'cause he talks as if they've both been making plans. But does he know that Dawn has female glands? In his younger days, Fez never would have wanted Dawn. A prettier woman he'd have passed up for schlong. But there's something new that he might wanna try. Dawn strapping it on and taking him from behind. Fez loves Dawn, don't want man ass anymore. Could it be she's made him go from gay to bi? And did I hear him say on that radio yesterday that he no longer wants to fuck a guy? Fez loves Dawn, don't want man ass anymore. Could it be she's made him go from gay to bi? And did I hear him say on that radio yesterday that he no longer wants to fuck a guy? Fez loves Dawn, don't want man ass anymore. Could it be she's made him go from gay to bi? And did I hear him say on that radio yesterday?
Brother Joe with Fez Loves Dawn. Now that is so cute, Ronnie.
Yeah.
That is so adorable. They say Brother Joe has a song.
Yeah.
Then I sit here and I hear it for the first time. That's my Don Cumia singing there.
What?
That's Don Cumia singing on there.
And you're happy with this?
It's just, that's how we are. We're one of those playful couples. Oh, I hide her car keys or something like that. She has her brother do a nutty parody song about me. Just part of the fun, playful, cute couple that we are.
I had no idea.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So part of the...
That is irrepressible. That little minx, I'm going to get her.
For the first time. That's... I never was in one of those kind of relationships where the brother and sister do a joke song about putting on a strap on and taking you from behind. That's part of all the fun?
Yeah, that's just part of the fun family that I would really like to be a part of eventually.
It seems like you're starting to work your way in.
Hopefully things are, see, because Dawn's working on them from her end.
Right.
All I have is, my platform here, just to plead our brothers.
That shaky platform.
Yeah, so the promos aren't helping either.
So you feel like you're starting... You feel like you're starting to make some progress.
I think the ice is being broken here, Ronnie. I'm very excited. This is just adorable.
That was her singing to you?
Yeah, that was Don Cumia. Anthony's sister, my gal. singing
He's got
to
a good
me.
voice.
Oh, yeah.
The whole family has a good voice.
They're very musically inclined.
Yeah, and somewhat cruel. When you really think about it, they're a little bit cruel about the new members of the family.
Oh, there's an edge. Yeah, there's an edge to their music, and...
You got to stay on your toes all the time over there, huh?
Oh, you don't know. Next thing you know, you fall asleep, you're in the pool, you know? You don't know what's going on over there. Someone's putting something in your food.
Yeah. All right, so it's all working out, I guess.
I, don't want to jinx. Don't want to jinx it.
I just want to explain to the family the dangers of teasing a retard. I, of course, like a lot of wise-ass kids, tease the retard. They have super speed. They can run you down, and then they kick you in the back. You want to be very, very careful.
Would you quit trying to get in on our family joke here?
So this is the family joke now. Fez.
Yeah, I guess so.
Fez is the family joke.
Well, right now, I'll just take, what I can get.
Yeah, sure.
So I got to win people over. Just a fact of life.
So it doesn't even slightly offend. It's all part of the fun.
Oh, it's just, to me, that's like a little love song.
Even the man-ass part?
Yeah, well, I mean, sure. Sometimes I don't approve of the language that gets used.
Sure, I understand.
But I'm not in a position yet, Ronnie.
You're not ethnic.
No, I'm not.
You're a wasp from down south.
I'm as waspy, I'm as white and Anglo and Saxon and Protestant as possible.
And gay. All right, 866-RON-0-FEZ, 866-RON-0-FEZ. Hey, Greg, you're on Ron Fez.
Ronnie, Fezzy buddies.
Yeah.
That song is phenomenal. I have never, ever heard the word fuck enunciated so well in my life.
Yeah, really
phenomenal.
Nice enunciation.
Yeah, between our promos and our parody songs, we're really giving it a workout today.
Yeah, we are.
Using our XM cash here.
I just worry a little bit, Fez, about you being the joke of the family. Just if you're okay with it, I guess it's okay.
Right now, I'm just going to take what I can get. I mean, if she can convince Joe to go in the studio and cut a really, really cute song that she took the time to write and record, and she's got him helping out on it, then I think that's a step in the right direction.
Was her real boyfriend there at the recording session?
If you mean Fat Opie, the guy she used to see, who... By the way, just for anyone who doesn't know, looks a lot like Opie, except much, much heavier.
Really?
Much, much heavier. I mean a lot.
Did they used to write funny songs making fun of him, or is it just you?
You know what? I bet that asshole never got a song. I bet he never did. Leaps and bounds in this relationship.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think this is a positive step forward.
I think it is, too. I really do. And, as your second best friend... right behind Mikey D. I just want to say, if you're happy, Fez, that has nothing to do with me. So I'm fine with this all.
I'm very happy.
Yeah.
I'm glad to finally have your support. I'm glad to have you on board this one.
Yeah, I am. I'm on board. I love the fact that I didn't show up in the song. That's my happiest moment.
Well, if, things progress down the road, and I'm looking way too far in the future, but if things progress down the road... you'll be a best man, sure.
Probably closer to be a maid of honor. Just two maids of honor walking down there together.
I don't like those progressive type weddings.
No.
I like a more traditional thing.
You've never been married before, huh?
No, I never have.
Shocking.
Yeah, I have kept my bachelor status, my friend. Not quite ready to turn in that card yet. Man about town card.
Well, she'll be getting a heterosexual gift because... you haven't used it yet.
Oh, I wouldn't say that, Ron.
No rush. No,
I got to take it slow.
Tony, you're on Fez.
What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Big thing, Fezzy. What are you going to get for Christmas for Anthony Cumia and Dawn? It's a big one.
Yeah, I guess you're going to be, this is your first year in a relationship.
Yeah.
As we move into that season.
So now I got to think of a perfect Christmas gift here. I don't want to be one of those guys, that calls the whole thing off, says it's not working out just to get out of buying a Christmas gift.
Right.
And then getting back together again after New Year's.
That's my gimmick. Why don't you do this, Fez? The islands, everybody likes to get away during the winter.
Right.
You get her a trip to Aruba for her and her real boyfriend.
Ronnie, I'm the guy in her life right now.
Yeah.
If you're talking about Fat Opie.
Yeah. Isn't his name Pat?
Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah, Patrick.
Yeah. Let's just go with his pretty much given name, Fat Opie.
Why do you call him that?
Because he looks just like Opie, only much, much heavier.
A lot?
Much, much heavier. I can't give them a trip to Aruba. That pale ass will just fry there.
Oh, so now you're taking shots at him, huh?
Oh, yeah.
You're the jealous type.
Oh, yeah, don't get me going. Don't get that green-eyed monster woken.
Oh. Perry, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey,
Yeah.
Fez, are you going to make the big switch? Because it sounds like this chick really likes you. She might be worth it.
She really does seem like she likes you to go along with your lie.
Yeah, I mean, she's got my picture up on her MySpace page.
Still?
MySpace.com/DDRocks, ROXXX.
What's that mean, anyway?
She just says she rocks. Well, you heard from the song. She
Yeah,
rocks.
she does rock.
She does rock. And now, I mean, I can imagine the amount of time that this little cutie put into this song here that we played with her brother.
I think it's a hit. There's no doubt about it.
I like it.
And unfortunately, we made that sweeper about her brother.
Yeah, it kind of looks like I'm the one holding the grudge, like I'm the one who doesn't want to work things out.
Yeah, it does. And that's sad, Fezzy. We don't need that.
Yeah, because I don't appreciate that.
Here is Jerry. Jerry, you're on Run of Fez.
Hey, buddies, how are ya?
Yeah.
Hey, Fez, have you and Dawn, you know how couples will get together and they'll talk about one day if they have babies and whatnot. Have you thought of any names yet?
Fez, I think you're a little too old for that. Isn't your womb barren?
I have a fallopian tube problem. Clogged.
Was that it?
Yeah. Hear the clog?
Yeah.
Nothing's getting through there.
Doug, you're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, I'd like to congratulate Tappy the Beard on his new song.
Tappy the Beard.
See, I don't need yet another nickname.
Dawn is the beard anyway. She's the one going around with you.
That's not a beard.
And actually, I've never even seen her with you.
Do I need to show you the MySpace page? Her MySpace page?
Where is that again?
It's myspace.com /DDRocks.
ROXX?
ROXXX.
X.
Three X's.
Yeah.
3 X's. See, look at right there on the front page.
All right, there's a picture of Dawn with somebody wearing a Batman shirt.
That's me. That's me and Dawn Cumia, Anthony's sister.
And then I'm seeing pictures of Patrick popping up one after another.
Yeah, she really hasn't had time to update this thing.
He's actually a good-looking guy.
Good looking?
Yeah.
All right, I'll admit the Opie parts are good looking on Fat Opie.
Yeah.
But much, much heavier. Look at the pooch in this picture. Look at that. Do I need to use the cursor to point it out?
I think only a woman gets the term pooch used.
Well, then he needs to see a doctor.
All right, stop. This is an odd day. It's a very weird day. Alex, you're on Ron and Fez.
Fez, when Dawn's asleep next to you, do you get up and put on her clothes and start dancing in front of a mirror and doing things to yourself?
Why are you dancing in this, Fez? It's supposed to be an insult.
There's something about that music that I really can't help myself.
I never understand the song, though. Goodbye Horses. What does it even mean?
I guess, his pud is a horse and he's tucking it, so it's goodbye.
I don't get it. I really don't understand it at all. Dave, you're on Run and Fez.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
Hey, Fez, I was wondering how your fiance in beautiful Niagara Falls, Ontario feels about this new relationship.
Dave, don't be a dope. All right? I said on the air, the fiance in Niagara Falls, Ontario, completely made up.
That wasn't true.
That was not true. That was a cover story, Ronnie.
Now, that went on for 7 years.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, that was a cover story.
Now, why would you make up a cover story about yourself?
Well, what happened was I started getting involved with Dawn Cumia, Anthony's sister.
Right.
And kept it going because I really didn't want to talk about that on the air.
So you felt like that was going on a long, long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't like living that lie.
Yeah, you don't like that at all.
No. Now I feel good. Now that I can be open about this. That, yes, I'm in a working relationship with Dawn Cumia, Anthony's sister.
So all these years you lied to us.
Lied, kind of bent the truth.
Now you're in a real relationship.
Yeah,
Finally.
One where the other family makes up funny parody songs about you.
Yeah, those guys.
About
Tell you
you
what.
loving man ass and only being satisfied that if your girlfriend puts on a strap on.
Did you listen to the song? It's no longer loving man ass.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I see. So it's that close.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, with these songs.
Yeah, it's all well-intended. It's not mean-spirited at all.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just so excited. I got to think of something to get her back.
Well, Fezzy, it is an exciting time for you. Mike, you're on Run Fez.
What do you say, Ron?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, he took the centerpiece to the football get-together. On the Cumia Thanksgiving get-together, how much do you spend on a centerpiece for that?
Yeah, where did that family see? Is like Fez showed up at my house last week for football with a stupid centerpiece.
Beautiful centerpiece.
That he wasted money on to try to sit it in front of my TV set instead of watching the game.
It was a beautiful fall arrangement.
And you know I was all... That's where I stand to do my Jets, Jets gimmick.
You have a little trouble getting the gang going on that one.
Yeah, really, it didn't go over too well. Even though I spent all that extra money for the hard hat. Mickey, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy.
Hey, not to get away from Fed's fantasy girl talk, but that sweeper you guys did with the Opie and Anthony, that kicks ass, dude. That you guys got to keep that.
All right, let's take a listen. This is what XM sent us. Think it would be a great sweeper for our show.
XM202, Ron and Fez. XM202, Ron and Fez. Fuck Opie and Anthony.
See, we thought...
I didn't think it would be funnier this many times.
We thought that might lead to problems, but I guess that's the gimmick. Now, you're worried that could be a problem for you and your new family.
Sure. I mean, I have to come to work every day where Anthony is.
Right.
I'm trying.
You hope to be your future brother-in-law.
Yes, I'm trying to date his sister. Dawn Cumia, Anthony's sister.
Right.
So when there's something on our show that says, fuck Anthony.
Right. Not a good sign.
No, it's not going to help at all. It's like there's someone in D.C. trying to keep me and Dawn Cumia apart.
Right.
Fez loves Dawn, don't want man ass anymore. Could it be she's made him go from gay to bi?
Time out, my bung is dripping. Ron.
When did I hear him say on that radio?
You remembered my balls.
That he no longer
Boy, howdy, my asshole hurt. You're gonna ruin the nice song that she did for me. Your mom's here. Get your clothes on. Do not play those things. I can't see Earl. Ron, I'm trying to start a relationship here.
What have I done? I haven't done anything.
You keep playing the soundboard Fez.
I thought we were all making fun of you and having fun.
No, that's not gonna help. That is mean-spirited. It's cock time. All right, see now, how is she supposed to take that if she hears me saying it's cock time? It's cock time. Ron, stop it.
Hey, Fezzy, we do have some exciting news for you.
Oh, what's that?
What's your favorite movie of all time?
My favorite movie of all time, it's Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Dottie's here.
No way! E.G. Daily?
Yes, she's coming in just a couple moments.
Oh, that is so cool!
You're a hero. We'll be right back. The Ron and Fez Show.
Ronnie, Fezzy, the Ron and Fez Show, XM202.
Ron was truly the best at rolling with the punches and knowing what was a good prank. I'm sorry. It's hard when we're listening to radio from the past. You're right. But no. Thank you for correcting. The last thing I want to be is negative, so thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah, you're up to the best.
Good at rolling with the punches, knowing what's a good prank and what's not a good prank. Dave, you want to tell the people what you just tried to do to me?
Well, because Robert did say he's going to give me a pack of cigarettes, I didn't know he was going to go to the bathroom, and he just gave me his card. And as a prank, I was going to get 2 packs of cigarettes, which to Robert didn't seem like much of a prank. It was really me exploiting Rob's card and basically stealing from him.
was explaining that.
That was my prank, my Walgreens prank, live on Tales from the Satellite.
Would have been a lot funnier if we both had money and it didn't just feel desperate. Like it's really almost like a jumpy at this point.
Fine. You don't like my pranks?
No,
I didn't prank you. I felt bad. I said, you know what? This really isn't a prank. It's kind of petty theft.
Which it kind of was.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have held it against you.
Oh,
You're a
damn
good
it.
guy.
I should have went for the 2 packs. Stupid.
But
if you said Shakur, that would have been you. But fantastic. Okay.
Call me Mark Norman. No, what we are talking about is this bit starts, and I love this so much because it's you, and as a listener, you feel like it's a classic time of Dave overstepping his bounds. He's about to get chewed out on air because Fez says he got an email last night that Dave told Don Wicklund no to the Stingers DC sent, and as a listener, you're going, "Oh my God, they're gonna lynch him." Right? Like, and you come in so confidently and you're like, yeah, I did tell him. And you're like, oh my, is he high? What's he doing here? And then Ron's grilling, you're going, well, you didn't think we should hear it first? And you're like, well, you could hear it. I just didn't think we should proceed. And then he goes, did Earl hear it?
Shockingly, I was backed up by Earl Douglas.
Of all people.
We were on the same team for one of the very few times ever. I mean, that's like the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees getting together for a brunch on Sunday. Very, very rare do you see this rivalry come together. But yes, Earl and I were on the same team there.
And we find out the reason you're on the same team is the bit that they wanted to have you guys play when coming back to air on Opie and Anthony's channel, The Virus, was it's Ron and Fez. Fuck Opie and Anthony.
We did not send these to them.
You did not.
No!
You clarified on air that you literally just said it's the Ron and Fez show on Sirius 206. That's all you wanted them to say, XM 206.
Yeah, I mean, it was so funny. And I don't know what was going on. If this was a passive-aggressive Don Wicklund move, and he just said, I mean, who knows? He might have said, you know what, it could be funny for the air if this happens. So I'm like, okay.
And that is my conspiracy theory, because he said, I guess in his email to Ron, you should at least listen to him on the air.
Okay, so Don Wicklund, that's a good job on Don Wicklund's part then. I got to give him credit. Because it was shocking. Or it could have very well been a test to see if the producers actually listened
to it.
Yes, and that would have been highly irresponsible of Dave and Earl had we not listened to them and just said, oh, good, they got us the new bumpers or sweepers, etc. Just, boom, they're in delay. Let's just play them. And
no, thank goodness you did.
It was still hysterical and rather shocking when I heard those rejoinders.
It was so shocking that something I think I could count on one hand the number of times it happened. Steve C came in to comment on it on the Ron and Fez show.
Yes.
Like, he was never wanted to be on O&A, let alone Ron and Fez.
Nope.
And was coming to the point how, like, what? I don't know what happened. Sometimes they go a little loopy in the booth.
And these were sent down to DC for sure. They had a guy because we thought, well, Steve C, he does all the O&A voice imaging. It's like that's their guy. So
I just didn't want Foundry music.
Yeah,
all of everything.
Yeah, but we sent these things down. Got one of those radio guys, and don't know how it came back that it's the Ron and Fez show. Fuck Opie and Anthony.
And then the other one that you pointed out that I loved was they, for some reason, had a penguin quack in every sneer they sent, where it'd be like, whack, whack, it's the Ron and Fez show. It was just terrible.
Really poor. And I don't know what was going on, if the production director was under drug influence or something was happening. There was some sort of mental breakdown was occurring, but yeah.
And why would you want to pick a war between those two shows of all shows? Like, two shows, the one show that throughout the years was able to maintain a good friendship.
Great friendship. Great friendship. As we're saying it out loud, it had to be a test to see if Earl and I were actually, double checking, essentially proof, listening to these things.
And that said, it turns into a fun thing. Opie and Anthony laugh at it. They roll with it.
Yeah, because it was hysterical. It was so bizarre.
We also, along the lines of Anthony, get to see the Cumia family highlighted in their musical ability.
Oh, my God.
Which is something Ron truly... I can't think of another show that had such... no, Joe's not the audience, but audience participation and creativity of music, whether it be Sleeves, Paranoid, as the O&A contingent with the Ron and Fez.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, truly just amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Don Cumia. Unbelievable. Great singer.
Truly. And I'm going to apologize.
They're all great singers. Really?
This is going to be stuck in your head for the rest of the day, but Don loves
Fez don't loves man ass anymore. Fez loves Don loves man ass anymore.
Such a good...
It is a classic.
Late Black Earl song is a great classic.
Patches, Brother Joe.
Anything Neil Diamond, Anthony Cutler, I mean, truly just ridiculously talented.
They should have been like the new Partridge Family. If like in an alternate universe, they're driving around on a bus, going from town to town, singing their it's politically incorrect songs.
That said, you know what they didn't do as talented as they were?
What?
They weren't the first father-daughter radio show in the history of radio.
Bennington.
Which is what Bennington is doing now.
Great show.
We send our love and our thoughts to everyone involved in the universe. And
yeah, absolutely. Again, we just this is just more of the positive energy, the love, the support, and just good vibes. Laughing at the Ron and Fez show or the Bennington show, I believe in my heart of hearts only helps things. So why not get a little bit of that positive energy out into the universe? And that's what this whole episode was about. And I'm very happy we did this episode, Robert.
Absolutely.
I enjoyed myself.
Me too. One thing I did want to touch on just before we wrap this up, though, was...
It was such a good ending. So good.
I know, I'm the worst.
I know.
But don't take anything too seriously. Like, laugh at the things like you were saying. And we see Ron do that beautifully here. And I think actually lay a foundation for things to come, where we hear the porn.com read, where he refuses to let Fez do a straight read, despite the fact that this is who's paying his salary. This is the reason why he gets there. He takes the piss out of it. And it...
Ronnie B live reads just
greatest thing.
Thing of beauty. I mean, like I said, go back and listen to the Carby episode in the Tales from the Satellite Archives.
But I truly think started a bit of a mini genre with that. Like one of my favorite podcasts, Come Town, Nick Mullen would do that with their live reads to the point where they would lose sponsors left and right. And I know he was a fan of the show. You know what I mean? Like, and just, hey, it's about the humor here. And I truly think that. So I hope everybody can keep the humor in their lives. I'll be praying for Ron. I believe in a God. If you do the same. And thanks for tuning in.
And I, too, want to say, all my thoughts and energy, well wishes, and certainly prayers are with Ronnie B, the Bennington family, both the radio family and the real family, and the audience family, and the Ron and Fez universe. And we will get past this, and we will emerge victorious. And that will do it, right?
See you, radio fans.
See you.
Good night.
Welcome to the Ron and Fez Show on XM Radio. Doesn't get any better than Ron and Fez. The best thing going.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Outer space satellite blowing up nationwide.
And boom goes the dynamite.